Yo, super scuffed right now. Super scuffed. Alright, testing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, I had to. My computer is charging. I should say my laptop is charging, so I can't use it right now. So I have to use my phone to see how the stream is doing. Chalked. The trenches. Yo, anyways, yo, hello, ladies, gentlemen, and in-betweeners. Not just the ladies, not just the gentlemen, but hey, we also accept the in-betweeners here as well. Where to even begin? Where to even begin? Wow. Out of practice, but still in shape. Hey, out of practice, but still in shape. I mean, who else but me knows how to write this nicely? After weeks and weeks without writing a single thing on here, boom, look at me. Man, I'm something special, honestly. I am something special. Oh man, it sucks because last time I had multiple topics lined up last time, and then boom, crash after crash, bro. Just stream crash city, jumperoni. Just a stream crash city, man. I guess in fairness, I guess I can technically kind of get to some of those things that I had lined up, technically speaking. But I don't know. Gonna go with the flow. I'm trying, I want to try to get back into streaming, and I don't know, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. It just sucks whenever you boot it up and then it freaking crashes like 2 minutes in. It's like, bro, it's like, come on, man. How you gonna be crashing on me 2 minutes in, bro? But hey, it is what it is, brother love. It is what it is. Because it's fresh on my mind, I think I'm just gonna start with my WWE topic. Yeah, because they're doing a pay-per-view, I believe tomorrow. I believe the pay-per-view is tomorrow, which is actually kind of new. For the longest time, WWE pay-per-views used to be on Sunday, but now all of a sudden they're on Saturday, which I think is actually better, to be honest. Yeah, it's actually better that WWE pay-per-views are on Saturday, because one, now they're no longer really competing with the NFL, because that probably that probably took away some viewership from them, like prime time NFL games. That probably took away some viewership for sure. And then on top of that too, when games are on Saturday, right? For most people, that gives them the Sunday to, right? You stay up late Saturday night, and then you have the Sunday to recover and do your own thing, and then once again, like I said, watch the NFL. Or whatever you want to do. Me personally, I'm not really an NFL guy. I watch some NFL sometimes, once in a blue moon, right? But I'm not exactly Mr. NFL. But I understand that most people in America are, right? Like most people in America are Mr. or Mrs. NFL, whatever the case may be, right? So yeah, that gives time for that, especially with NFL season starting up, and then on top of that too, like it's probably just easier, like having a pay-per-view on Saturday, right, and then fixing your travel schedule on Sunday. Yeah, it's probably easier for like the crew, right? Boom, Saturday pay-per-view, and then you kind of have Sunday to fix your schedule and head on over to to the Monday Night Raw show, whatever the case, right? And then on top of that too, for the fans and the viewers, right? Boom, Saturday, you watch the pay-per-view Saturday night, and then Sunday, your body, you get Sunday to relax, and then boom, Monday back to work, back to school. Whereas, pay-per-view is Sunday night, you're staying up till midnight watching this pay-per-view, on most sides. I mean, yeah. Like, yeah, if you're on the East Coast, you're staying up till midnight, till the pay-per-view is over. If you're in Europe, I mean, it's probably like 4 a.m. for you or 6 a.m. for you. Your Monday is in the trenches if you're in Europe. And then if you're on the West Coast, you're like, only the people on the West Coast are fortunate enough to, to where, the pay-per-view ends at 10, and then, they have, maybe like an hour or two to, to fall asleep. Yeah, they have like an hour or two to try to fall asleep. Right? But man, when your pay-per-view ends at midnight, right? Man, when the pay-per-view ends at midnight, though, I mean, like, your mind is just so awake, and then it's taking you till 2 a.m. to fall asleep, and then you gotta go to school or go to work on Monday, maybe 4 to 6 hours later or something like that. Hey, that is tough. That is tough. Because that's the thing too, because after these pay-per-views end, like, you're hype as heck for at least like the next couple of hours, just replaying everything in your mind and thinking about where the story's gonna go from there and all that type of stuff. Man, it's hype stuff, and it's the same thing too with the NFL. Like, yeah, probably with any sport you're a fan of. Yeah, it's probably the same thing. Like, with any sport you're a fan of, like, these Sunday pay-per-views or these Sunday shows are just terrible for you Monday morning. Cause I remember back when I used to be a Mr. NFL, when I used to watch NFL on a regular basis, and man, I mean, my Mondays would just be in the trenches. Because you'd be watching the NFL all Sunday long. Because I wouldn't have a specific team to root for, so I would just be trying to catch, as many games as possible. All the games that look like they would be fun to watch, I would just be trying to catch them, right? Like Cowboys versus Steelers, or Green Bay versus, Green Bay versus like Falcons or something, or Green Bay versus Patriots. Back in the day, because it'd be Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers. Nowadays, you would have to hope for Green Bay versus the Buccaneers. But back then it'd be like Green Bay versus the Patriots or something, or the Patriots versus the Seahawks, right? Back when Russ was on the Seahawks and Tom Brady's on the Patriots, right? Or like Ravens versus Steelers, or Ravens versus Patriots. Man, Patriots is popping up a lot. but yeah, or like the Colts or something. Yeah, like the Colts versus really whoever, back when Andrew Luck was the quarterback. Like Colts versus Steelers, maybe. Just like whatever games seem like they're gonna be like really, really fun, like offensively played games, where it's gonna be like some like 27-31 type of score. Right? Yeah, like those days would just mess up my Monday, because I'd just be staying up, because then after the game is over, you want to chat about it too, with friends online and all that type of stuff. And man, like Monday morning would just be chalked. Like no energy Monday morning, going to sleep at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., forgetting to do your homework sometimes because you're just too, glued to the TV. It's like, what? But anyways, so that's NFL talk. Like I said, I don't really keep up with the NFL that much anymore these days, because like I said, I never really had a team to root for, so it is what it is. Forever love. But your boy, where do I go? Oh, here we go. Yeah, your boy though saw this video on the interwebs. Oh. And so I'm gonna play this real quick, since it's a Twitter clip, so it should be fine to play. I assume this is fine to play. So
NXT went head to head with AEW. It couldn't beat him. We're gonna punish it. Was that a real thing? Nonsense.
No, look, we do, and people put so much pressure on all this competitive wars. Never was
this
that.
is so freaking loud.
Look, first of all, they beat our developmental system. Good for them, right?
NXT went head.
Yo, I saw that and I was like, man. I was like, man. Yo, Triple H, yo, bro, you can tell when Triple H is lying, bro. Like you could just see his face kind of tense up, his neck twitch a little bit. Yo, man's is lying. No, he definitely, without a doubt in my mind, Triple H definitely got what's the word? What's the word? He definitely got I don't want to say reprimanded, and I don't think that's the right word. But what's the word he's using in the beginning?
NXT went head to head with AEW. It couldn't beat him. We're gonna punish it. Was that a real thing?
Punishment. I don't really necessarily agree with the word punish, but yeah, Triple H. Without a doubt in my mind, he definitely lost some response. Is it correct to say he lost responsibilities? He definitely lost power. Yeah, he definitely lost power, or whatever the proper term is when they lost to AEW. Yeah, because I remember, they decided to take him out of the writing room in NXT. Yeah, Vince was like, okay, NXT is gonna be Shawn Michaels' project now. So Triple H, you can tell he's lying, but he's like, no, that was never thinking. What did AE do? Beat our developmental? Good for them. No. Hey, like now that he's in control of WWE, he's had a very successful month to his credit. Hey, he feeling himself now, but hey, best believe, I bet anything, bro, behind closed doors, bro. Hey, when he was getting cooked by AEW every single week, getting beat in the ratings every single week, hey, I bet you those were some uncomfortable conversations with Vince. Hey, I bet you them conversations were very, very uncomfortable. Because me personally, I think from the outside looking in, I think Triple H had all the talent needed to beat AEW on a week-to-week basis, and the fact that they didn't is, in my book, is a bit shameful. It's a bit shameful that they were not beating AEW on a week-to-week basis, because that was back when John Moxley or Chris Jericho was AEW champion or something like that. Yeah, I mean, AEW was just starting out, so they did not have nearly as much talent as they do now. Nah, I mean, and NXT had the Undisputed Era and Johnny Gargano and Finn Balor and Ciampa and and Keith Lee and whoever else, and Dijakovic. Man, nah, NXT had way too much talent. They had enough talent. They definitely had enough talent. Oh, they had Matt Riddle too back then, and Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Bro, nah. NXT had way too much talent to be losing to AEW on a week-to-week basis. So yeah, I think Vince definitely revoked his power in NXT because he was losing to AEW without a doubt. But it's just the fact that now that WWE, I mean, they had one of the most successful months in years. Where I remember reading somewhere, I didn't save the tweet. I probably should have, but I remember reading somewhere along the lines of WWE had 3 out of the last 4 shows that they've done. I don't know if they're counting Raw and SmackDown separately, or if it's just Raw, just Monday Night Raw, or whatever the case, or counting, or if the 4 shows count SmackDown too, right? I don't know. I don't know if it's okay, I don't know if it was the last 4 Monday Night Raws, or the last 4 Monday Night Raws and Friday Night SmackDowns together. But I do remember something along the lines of the last 3 out of 4 shows for WWE have had 2 million viewers. Something along those lines. So either way, even if that's just Monday Night Raw, even if that's 3 Monday Night Raws with 2 million viewers, that's still pretty freaking big. Alright, that's still pretty big. The last 3 WWE shows, I don't know, something, trying to search something to see if maybe that tweet will pop up. Well, my jabroni self searched it on Google. I should probably just search it on Twitter, right? Search it on the Twitterverse. Hold on. Okay, let me look up WWE Raw. I mean, I remember seeing it somewhere. It was 3 out of 4 shows had 2 million viewers, something along those lines. Oh, and then I see that Kurt Angle, he put out a tweet talking about how his Raw appearance episode had 2 million views, the most since WrestleMania. So there might be a tweet somewhere talking about those 3. But yeah, I see this Kurt Angle tweet. Let's see. Come on, Jabron. Come on, Jabron, Jabron, Jabron. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Come on. I cannot find it. Oh, maybe I can search like WWE 2 million. Yeah. 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil, 2 mil. It's whatever. I can't find it. Man, I should have saved it when I saw it. I saw it a few days ago and I just remember it, but I didn't save it. That's on me. That is on me. But either way, but Kurt Angle's tweet though, I guess. I mean, Kurt Angle's tweet, still sort of counts. I mean, that's at least one show that got 2 mil viewership. So I guess I can pull that up real quick. Real quick. Since it's not, it's 3 shows, but one show. Boom. But yeah, where was I going with this though? Yeah, something. 2 million. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Yeah. Yo, here's the thing. Yeah, Triple H. I mean, he is 100% lying about not getting punished. Just because he lost to AEW. Now he 100% got his some status revoked. Is just fortunately for him, Vince McMahon retired, and so he was able to go from like a power down to a power up, and take over the company, right? So that just ended up playing out in his favor. But you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Talking big when you're up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, when you're up is technically speaking the perfect time to talk big, right? But it reminds me of the Luka Doncic thing. Back when they were what was that series? The Phoenix Suns series or something, like everyone is tough when they're up. And then Luka Doncic just cooked them for 3 straight games or something, and boom, banged on their heads and won the series. yeah, it kind of, is giving me that energy a little bit, right? Like WWE is up, their shows are getting 2 million views. It's feeling fresh, everyone's happy, people are coming back, all that type of stuff, right? And it's great television. Don't get me wrong, but right, it's like, hey, once the dust settles, right, it's like, hey, it's like right now, you're up, right, but once things calm down a bit, right, and the fresh air fades away, right, like the breath of fresh air fades away, whatever the case, then like as time goes on, then we're gonna see who's really, who's who, right? Yeah, then we're gonna see who's who in terms of the best booker and all that type of stuff. And then I saw this tweet. Oops, no, I gotta freaking hold on. I gotta properly send it first. Okay, there we go. And boom. Yeah, so yeah, I saw this tweet. And I was like, that's very interesting. But honestly, like it's interesting, but it's honestly like not too surprising because once again, yeah. So it's like, yeah. So Tony Khan was like, okay, like before, back when Vince was, yeah. So he's basically, I mean, assuming this is a legitimate tweet, right? Assuming this tweet has legitimacy. I mean, it's basically saying back when Vince was running things, he felt like there was a bit of a chance, right? And then now that Triple H is running things, Triple H has basically been, Mr. Cocky, and doesn't want to do any sort of business with with Tony Khan anymore. And I'm like, okay, well, this technically speaking does make sense because I mean, once again, I mean, if you're Triple H, you got whooped by Tony, back during your NXT days. You got de-ranked basically because he was beating you, and then now you rank up and take over the main roster in WWE, and then now you're beating him. Now all of a sudden, it's like now it's Tony's trying to work with you and trying to do like a a Forbidden Door pay-per-view. It's like, nah, bro, like hey, I'm beating you now. Hey, now you about to take these L's, sucker. Right? Like I understand Triple H's point of view, right? I get it for sure. Right, like, hey, you were getting beat up, and then now you're the one beating them up. Hey, you don't want to join forces for what, right? Especially you're winning, apparently, and allegedly getting 2 million viewers and dang near an episode now, like 3 out of your last 4 shows, from what I remember seeing. Although I could not find the tweet again, or at the very, 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 very least, though, the Kurt Angle episode that just took place this Monday got got 2 million views, right? So that's the thing. I mean, and I don't think we've seen 2 million views on an AEW show at least since CM Punk came back. I don't know. So that's kind of the thing, man. Triple H is like, hey, I'm up right now. I ain't finna work with you, jabroni. not when I'm up tremendous. So I kind of get that, but you know, once again though, it's like, hey man, yeah, I've said before, man, I think Triple H, unless like Vince was basically handcuffing him, you know, when he was running NXT, like unless that was the case, I truly believe they had enough talent to beat AEW at that time, you know, back when he was running NXT and he wasn't winning. Right? And you know, so I don't know. I just how do I put this? I feel like I feel like there were things, me personally, I feel like there were things, there were segments, there were matches, there were, you know, outcomes, you know, from these matches, you know, from these feuds and stuff like that, that they only got away with doing because they were in front, they being NXT, were in front of this literally the same audience every single show. Yeah, I think that might be the best way to put it. Yeah, like I feel like basically what I'm trying to get to is that I think over time, right? I mean, well, in fact, I mean, unless Triple H, you know, learned from those, you know, from those things, and you know, and once again, you know, double in fairness, you know, this is just, you know, my belief, you know, my taste buds, all that sort of stuff. But basically, like the way I put it is, I think if you look back at, you know, at Triple H's NXT, I think if you look back at it, right, there's just a lot of or multiple storytelling moments that, yes, you know, they got cheered and all that type of stuff in the NXT, you know, arena, the NXT stadium, or you know, whatever. Well, it's not even really a stadium. It's like a gym. You know, it's like a college. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's literally like a college, you know, studio gym area or something that, you know, they, you know, were able to fancy smancy up into, you know, into their show, something along those lines. But anyways, yeah. I mean, I just think there was a lot of storytelling moments, whether it was a match, you know, or just an outcome, or whatever the case may be, you know, just, you know, wrestling stuff, wrestling drama, that, yes, you know, it got cheered, right, in NXT, but had it gone on the road, I don't think those things would have been cheered, right? And I think, you know, those things, you know, probably would have been booed or crapped on, right? And then, you know, then you would have seen that, okay, like this is a piece of trash storyline, like let's cut this and then keep it moving. But because they were in the same studio every single week, right, in front of the same, literally the exact same crowd every single week, like that crowd is gonna eat up everything that WWE does, that NXT does. They're gonna eat up everything that NXT does, right? And so when stuff sucks, you're not gonna know, because it's people that are gonna give you a pat on the back no matter what, right? And so that's basically the problem with NXT, you know, especially during the Triple H era. I mean, it's still a problem with NXT today. You know, the fact that they're in a different studio, but still a studio nonetheless, and they're in front of the same crowd over and over and over and over and over again. Right? Don't get me wrong. I mean, I do understand, you know, how that can be a little bit helpful to build up the confidence of some of these stars that are in developmental, that genuinely need developmental, but at the same time though, it's also a handicap for your storytelling, for your product, for the wrestling product in general, because you are putting on stuff that the crowd is always going to eat up, right? They're always going to eat it up, even when it's garbage. They'll just eat it up, even when the person has a botchamania moment. Even when they suck, the crowd is always going to eat it up because they're just loyal fans who are trying to be supportive, right? Like, so you're never gonna get a true, genuine response to your product. Whether it's good or bad. You won't really know for sure until you take it on the road and you go around the country, and then and you travel to different countries and all that type of stuff, right? And then you see the crowd reaction place to place to place to place to place. That's when you know if the product is good or not. Is when majority of the places are cheering for it and all that type of stuff, right? Or giving you the desired reaction, right? Like if you're a heel, are they booing you when you want them to boo you? If you're a face, are they cheering you when you want them to cheer you, right? Are they getting loud and making noise? If they're doing those things place to place to place, then okay, you got something good. But if if dang near everywhere you go is just a dead crowd, hey. Or they're booing you when you're the face, or they're cheering you when you're the heel. Well, sometimes sometimes if they cheer you even though you're the heel, I mean that's like sometimes that's just because you're amazing at what you do. Like the Undisputed Era were heels for most of their run in NXT, but they always got cheered, right? Like they're just amazing at what they do, and they had great chemistry. So heels getting cheered sometimes is actually probably most of the time is not really a bad thing, but a face getting booed is a bad thing like 99% of the time. 99% of the time a face getting booed is a bad thing. Like 99% of the time a heel getting cheered, it's probably not too bad of a thing, to be honest. Right? It just means you're super popular, and they really really love what you're doing. But getting booed though as a face, or getting zero reaction regardless of if you're a face or a heel, hey, now that's terrible. Now in fairness, there are a few places that, like, no matter what, they just give nobody, or no matter what, they don't give anybody any reaction, right? There's a few places like that. Like New Orleans is trash for WWE. Like they should honestly blacklist New Orleans because every time they go to New Orleans, the show, I mean, they could be having the most banger matches ever and the crowd is just dead. So there are a few places like that, right, where it's like, okay, no matter what you do at the show tonight, they're not going to react. So it's hey, bro, if I was them, hey, I would not be trying at all. I would just be phoning it in, bro. I would be going half speed, everything, taking the night off, all that type of stuff if I was going to one of those shows, bro, because man, them New Orleans shows are complete trash, bro. And then sometimes the Atlanta shows are always dead too. So yeah, like those two areas, man, hey, it's terrible. It's terrible for WWE over there. Like no matter what they got going on, like those two spots never get hype. So, hey, they should definitely be getting blacklisted for real, bro. But majority of the places, they get loud. Now some places get way louder than others. Like Philly, way louder. Chicago, way louder. Seattle, way louder. Right. But other places, they give you a reasonable amount of crowd noise. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Like WWE, no, I should say NXT. Man, I mean, there's just there's just multiple things in the product, man. Like every once in a blue moon. I mean, I never check out like an episode or anything, but like I'll see some clip on Twitter of some of the stuff on these NXT shows. I'm just like, man, what the Hades is am I watching? This some like bootleg Disney Channel looking wrestling show. Like, and like I said, I mean, I can understand how it can help build up some of the developmental's confidence, but eventually it's like, hey, they gotta freaking go to the main roster, and actually become something, or else they're just wasting time in developmental, man. And honestly, and I've said this before, I honestly think that WWE, and they're sort of doing it already now. And they're getting rid of NXT UK, but then they're gonna bring back NXT. But then they're gonna get rid of NXT UK for a year and then bring in NXT Europe, which I think is stupid. Personally, I think they should just completely get rid of NXT in its entirety. Get rid of NXT UK. Get rid of NXT. Don't even bother doing this NXT Europe. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, like I know that. I mean, like, okay, it's kind of like a douchebag thing to say, because I mean, I don't really, I don't wish, I don't necessarily wish people getting fired, necessarily, but from a business perspective, and I guess, like in fairness, I mean, WWE is a multi-billion-dollar company, right? They definitely have, the cash to be paying everybody handsomely. And yeah, because that's the thing too, right? Like all these people that, that leave WWE, right? Like all of their stories are like, man, I was offered an unholy amount of money. And right, they're all like, hey, I was offered a fortune to stay. Right, but I chose to walk away because I wasn't happy. I'm like, man, shoot, hey, give me that fortune, shoot, hey, I'ma stay in catering every single week, and eat that money up for real. Hey, that's me, that's all me. But anyways, back to the point that I was saying though, is that what was I saying? Oh yeah, is that I completely forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Something about money. Oh yeah, business wise though, business wise. I mean, I just think that, oh my gosh, what did I do? What the Hades? Oh, hold on, my freaking. I am tweaking right now. Okay, delete this. Okay, boom. Okay. Now we're chilling. Anyways, yeah, I just think that business-wise, like WWE should get rid of NXT completely, right? And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to, just, well, okay. I mean, okay. No matter what, you're gonna have to cut some people, but yeah. I mean, I think, business-wise, I think they should just get rid of NXT completely. And like I said, I mean, I understand, it's kind of like a douchebag thing, because technically speaking, you're getting rid of NXT, that's tons of people losing their job. And, like WWE definitely has the money to be paying everybody. But I'm just thinking, like, cold-hearted businessman mindset, get rid of NXT completely. Make hella roster cuts And then you keep the people, of course, that like you're going to use for a storyline, and that can work, right? Like they can work, they have the capabilities to work the WWE system, and you're gonna keep them in. Like you're gonna use them for a storyline, like all that type of stuff. And then what I would do personally, like what I would do, I would move all the men to Raw, and then all the men that are left over, right? Yeah, all the men that are left over from all the roster cuts and all that type of stuff. Boom, I would move them over to Raw, and then I would move all the women that are left over to SmackDown, right? And then after that, you do a bunch of tournaments, right? You do a bunch of tournaments to determine who's gonna be, your main event champion. Who's gonna be the world champion, who's gonna be the mid card champion, who's gonna be the tag team champion or champions, right? And then boom, you go, and you go from there, and then you just start writing your storylines like you normally would. Because right now I've been thinking this for a while, and I've said this before. I think they have enough women talent to give the women their own show, right? And you can put Stephanie McMahon and what's his name? TJ. Yeah, I think it's TJ Wilson. I think. Like Natalia's husband, that's been writing a lot of the women's matches. Like you can put Stephanie McMahon in charge of that, or TJ and Stephanie and whoever else is consistently writing the women's matches, right? Boom, you put them in charge of the women's show, right? And then whoever's consistently doing the men's storyline, boom, you put them in charge of the men's show, right? And then from there, you are doing like less becomes more, right? From there, less becomes more, because you've done your massive roster cuts, which is obviously unfortunate for the people that get cut, but the people that you keep, it's like that saying, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And so the people that you do keep, it's like for a fact that they can go, right? And then if someone gets injured, that's when you can hit up some people who you cut, be like, hey, you want to come back for like 6 months or something. Boom, we'll give you a treasure chest full of money. You come back for 6 months, we'll put you in this feud, blah 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 blah. And then after that, you can be on your way, or if we can figure out another plan for you, a long-term plan, boom, you can stay long-term, right? And then that's like the sort of the tryout, so to speak, right? And then when it comes to developmental, I mean, heck, you just 200 IQ and use AEW as developmental, right? Like you just see, hey, who is popping off in AEW, right? That is tired of working for AEW, all right? Hey, that wants to make some extra money, right? And then that's when you're like, okay, MJF, how about you come over here real quick? We can put you in a feud with, so and so, right? Or FTR, like, hey, I know you guys have been here before, but it's new management running the place now. Hey, what do you say to coming back and working a feud with the Usos or the Street Profits, or whoever else, at least for a few months or so. And then you can go back and do whatever, in AEW. Get a boost in your paycheck, and then, use that to renegotiate with AEW or something along those lines, right? So that's what I would do. I'd be like, hey, we'll give you a bunch of money, for 6 months, and then after that, hey, you can use that to renegotiate with AEW, or if we can figure something out, we can sign like another 6 month deal or like a long-term deal or something like that. Boom. All right. But yeah, I think that's pretty much how I would do it, or like the shortened version, because I could go on and on and on about it. But yeah, that's how I would do it for the most part. Yeah, like the men would like, yeah. So you'd be like, Friday night SmackDown would be for the women, Monday Night Raw would be for the men. Less becomes more. Because think about it too, right? Because we have all these different storylines and in matches and commercials and all that type of stuff. And like some storylines, they just drag on and on and on and on and on. Like for example, like the Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins storyline. It's just been dragging on and on and on for a while. Don't get me wrong. It's still fire. It is definitely still fire, especially after after this Monday. It is it's still fire. But or maybe a better example is Judgment Day and versus the Mysterios. Yeah, that's probably a better example. That stuff has just been dragging on and on and on and on and on, and it's not resulting in any sort of championship for anyone. Literally, it's not resulting in anything for anyone. And don't get me wrong, like the memes of Rhea Ripley beating up Dominic are hilarious. People will go like she's putting him in a leg lock or in a triangle choke with her legs, and then people are like, it should have been me. Don't get me wrong, that stuff's hilarious, but it's really not, doing anything for anyone. Like, it's just like it's TV time for the sake of TV time, right? And man, Dominic, he has to get rid of that mullet. Like, he needs a haircut, and Mans needs to hit the gym. Like the noodle arms, the beer belly. Like, come on, bro. Like Rey Mysterio, 40-something-year-old Rey Mysterio cannot be in better shape than you, Dominic. Like, you 20 years old. Like, yeah, you gotta get in better shape than your pops. Hey, Dominic. Hey, you gotta get in the gym, start lifting weights. Slim. Slim down the belly a bit. Cut the mullet. You gotta get in shape, Dominic. Now, in fairness, I'm not in shape either myself. But I'm not a wrestler though. Hey, bet. If I was a wrestler, no way would I be freaking, noodle armed up. I would definitely be rocking some meatballs, on my arms. Right now I have noodle arms, but once again, I'm not a wrestler. I'm allowed to have noodle arms. But if I'm a professional athlete, you bet I'm gonna be freaking getting something going, in terms of my physique. Like, Dominic looks like he just, like, he looks like he just eats pizza and drinks beer. Like, he just, like, straight up, he looks like he looks like he does not work out at all. Obviously, he's working on his moves and getting better in the ring, but man, just physically, he just looks like he has not seen a gym in his life. When you're a wrestler, that just should not be the case. I don't want to body shame Dominic or whatever, but yeah, he's definitely gotta improve his appearance. It just is what it is. Like I said, his pops looks like he's in better shape. Like Ray, literally Ray looks like he's in better shape than Dominic. I'm like, bro, Dominic, you 20 years old, man. What are we doing? like I said, I mean, if you're a professional athlete, you gotta, you gotta look the part, man. You gotta look the part. I remember, like watching a video, like Roman Reigns was, it was like a men's health, video. Like Roman Reigns was talking about his workout, prepping for his match with Brock Lesnar, and he was like, hey, like how silly would it look, if I came out, to the ring every night and my arms weren't looking, weren't looking good, they weren't looking big and massive. It's like, you would look like just like an average Joe, like you're supposed to be this larger than life character, you gotta look the part. Right? He was talking about he does like some sort of like his favorite exercise is like the bicep curl or something, because it gets his arms looking huge, and his arms do be looking huge. It's like, this makes sense. Yeah, just like the way he put it, it's like, that makes perfect sense, because if I myself came to WWE, man, I would just be looking like a chump. I would just be looking like a chump. I got noodle arms, noodle legs. I would not look the part. I mean, how am I supposed to, get people to, buy into me and all that type of stuff, and I'm looking like like some dude who's never who like looking like some dude who never eats. I mean, I'd be skinny as heck, even though I do eat. It's like, and I have no muscle on my body. So I mean, I would definitely have to be hitting the gym, to bulk up and to get shredded. And I mean, and at the very, 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 very least, I'd have to have some sort of, Daniel Bryan or Finn Balor physique. Finn Balor is super shredded, but yeah, at the very least, I'd have to have some like Daniel Bryan or maybe AJ Styles. Yeah, I should say like AJ Styles physique, because I mean AJ Styles is in pretty good shape too, but he's not shredded like Finn Balor. Finn Balor is shredded. But yeah, at the very least, I'd have to get like a Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles physique, man. Like you can't be. Yeah, I mean, it'd be hard for me to do my job, lifting people up and having to slam them, and I mean, I can't even. I mean, I got noodle arms that would snap in half. Someone freaking jumped on me. Like, I'm like, dang, bro. I mean, I obviously did not wish my arms to snap. No, thank you. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Dominic, yeah, he's got to get in the gym. He's got to get in the gym, and he's gotta improve his appearance a lot. I mean, like the stomach, is not the biggest thing, but the arms, you definitely gotta beef the arms up. Like look at Montez Ford. Like now that Montez Ford has been beefing up, right? His arms are huge now. Right, all of a sudden, boom, hey, maybe Montez needs to be in the main event. Maybe Montez, needs to, start getting pushed towards the WWE championship. Right, I mean, like, it does a lot, like when you look the part, it does a lot for you. Because his arms were never small, but Montez was definitely like a skinny, he never small, but like a slim, shredded dude. But now he is jacked, and it's like, whoa. He might need to be world champ one day, right? So that's kind of the thing, man. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Is that looking the part is very, very important to being like a professional athlete like WWE, being these professional wrestlers / sports entertainers. Gotta look the part, man. Yeah, because just like I said, just thinking about it, yeah, I mean Roman is right. If he wasn't jacked right now, If he was just some slim dude, I mean, there's no way he'd be having these 700-day long title reigns. There's no way. All right, so yeah, he has to be big, to look the part, to make it believable that he's, you know, this dominant individual, because he's what, like 6'4", 6'6". I mean, what, Drew McIntyre is what, probably like 6'8". Yeah. Roman's pretty close in height to Drew McIntyre. Yeah. He's probably like 6'6". Yeah, he's probably 6'6". I think Roman Reigns. Yeah, I'm gonna guess 6'6", because I think Drew is 6'8". Oh, I accidentally searched Roman numerals. Trying to search Roman Reigns. 6'3"? No way. That's a lie. There's no chance that Roman Reigns is 6'3". There's no way. How tall is Seth Rollins? Six one? Nah, I don't believe that. No. I don't believe it. I do not believe that. Yeah, that does not make any sense, bro. Edge apparently is 6'5", but Seth Rollins is 6'1". But I'm pretty sure during their feud they were looking eye to eye. Like, there's no way Seth Rollins is 6'1". There's no shot. Like, maybe at the start of his career when he was 18, he was 6'1". But there's no way Seth Rollins is 6'1" right now. There's no shot. Yo, Google a liar, bro. Yeah, Roman Reigns. They're saying Roman Reigns is 6'3". Like, I'm pretty sure once again, like, Roman and Edge were also looking eye to eye during their feud. Like, Roman is literally just like a couple inches shorter than Drew McIntyre. There's no way he's 6'3". There's no way. Drew gotta be like 6'8", bare minimum. 6'5", no shot. Google is saying that Drew McIntyre is 6'5". Nah, bro. Maybe, like, once again, maybe when he started out in WWE he was 6'5", but like when he was like 18, nah, he's definitely, Drew McIntyre is definitely got to be like 6'8", bro. Bare minimum. How tall is Randy Orton? 6'5". No shot. No shot, bro. No. I did not believe this at all. No. Like, this is basically, that's literally saying that Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre are the same height as James Harden. Google is saying that James Harden is 6'5", which honestly I thought James Harden was 6'6", to be honest. But man, once again, Google being a little bit suspicious. Man, Google don't know what they're talking about. How tall did they say Kevin Durant is? 6'10". Okay. Okay. Kevin Durant being 6'10" kind of makes sense. Dang. What, bro? Why is the first thing that I see when Kevin Durant pops up Lana? Yo, is Kevin Durant Lana Rhodes' baby daddy? What? Ex-adult film star Lana Rhodes stokes fire of baby daddy rumors involving Nets Kevin Durant and Blake Griffin. What? Whoa. this follows YouTube superstar Logan Paul's revelation that Rhodes did have a kid with a big-time NBA player. Could this actually be Brooklyn Nets star Kevin Durant? According to an Instagram account called something, this might actually be the case. The post compiled Rhodes' recent confession about the unnamed NBA player telling her to F off when she told her when she I think they misspelled when she told him that she was pregnant with his child. It then presented a rather compelling conspiracy theory pointing to Katie's potential involvement in all this. Let's not forget about Blake Griffin, though. He too has been linked to Rhodes in the past, with the former All-Star isn't in the clear. Blake Griffin's not in the clear. Kevin Durant, however, seems to be sitting on a harder seat. Rhodes herself previously hinted on going on a date with the Nets star, who even allegedly brought a backup date during their what? As the conspiracy theory above notes, there indeed seemed to be some evidence linking Katie as Rhodes' baby daddy. What? To be clear, however, these are all just rumors unless Rhodes or Durant confirms this is a fact. When are all left with hearsay, it's undeniably controversial, though, and it somehow feels like an unsavory narrative that Durant would somehow find himself dragged into. I mean, Blake Griffin, I could see that. I mean, hey, he dated Kendall, and I'm pretty sure he has like a couple other baby mamas too. I could see Blake Griffin. I don't think it's Kevin Durant. I can see it being Blake Griffin. But I don't think it's Kevin Durant. Yeah, because Blake, yeah, he already got a couple different baby mamas, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Blake Griffin on Wikipedia. Yeah, he has 2 children with his ex-fiancee, Bryn Cameron, and who's the sister of Jordan Cameron. Some news outlets reported that she was awarded $258K a month in child support, but both Griffin and Cameron denied that amount was correct. Dang, bro. Dang, bro. That's a highway robbery right there. $258K a month. No shot. Oh, but I do remember watching a video where she was talking about like her baby daddy like does not have any role whatsoever in her child's life. Yeah, I remember seeing a video like that. Her baby daddy, like, he doesn't pay child support. He ain't involved in her life whatsoever. I'm like, dang. Like I said, I mean, I could see it being Blake Griffin, because I mean, Mans already has kids. You know, he probably like, I ain't trying to pay child support for 2 baby mamas. I can see it being Blake Griffin. But Kevin Durant, I don't know. I mean, even in this picture of where you can kind of see the baby, yeah, even in the picture where you can kind of see the baby, yeah, I mean, I feel like if it was Kevin Durant, I feel like the baby would have had a little bit of a darker, possibly a darker skin complexion. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, let me share this article real quick. I don't think there's anything inappropriate on the article. Wrong freaking. Oh, gosh dang it! Like, I copy and paste, or correction, I copy a link, but sometimes I forget to paste it to where I need it to be. Oh well. Hold on. I copied the link, but didn't paste it. Jabron status. Yeah, like look at that skin complexion. Yeah, like I mean, like I myself am half black and half white, and my skin complexion is a bit darker than Blake Griffin's. Yeah, a little bit darker than the Blake Griffin's. And Blake Griffin is also yeah, he's also mixed too. I mean, clearly he's mixed. Like it's pretty obvious he's mixed. But I don't know. Cause then again, I mean, you get like those maybe you get like those never mind. I was gonna say you get like the Kardashian Jenner babies, which are all mixed. But then again, I remember though, like all of them, yeah, like I mean yeah, all those Kardashian Jenner babies, that are mixed, you know, they have darker skin tone. Yeah. As they've gotten, yeah. So maybe that's the thing. Yeah, like as they've gotten older, you know, you can see their skin tone has gotten a little bit darker over the years. So maybe that could be the thing. Like with this baby, like as the baby gets older, their skin tone gets a little bit darker over the years. Maybe. Don't know, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's technically speaking, it's nobody's business. But it's like, dang, bro. Wait. What's this? Oh, where's the sound, bro? No sound? What? Oh my gosh, I am just pure jabroni status. Not even freaking sharing the freaking thing. OMG. Okay. No, I don't want to watch again on Instagram. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't know. I mean, like if it was Katie, I feel like the baby's skin would be a little bit darker. Man, I just realized I wasn't even sharing the screen that whole time. Straight jabroni status. But yeah. I'm thinking, just looking at the baby, I'm thinking it's Blake Griffin. like if I had to guess, I would guess Blake Griffin. Like I said, he already got a kid. He has 2 kids with with one of his baby mamas. Like when a guy already has a couple of kids, is I feel like just that alone, you know, makes it more likely that he's the one to have gotten her pregnant. On top of that, too, we know Blake Griffin be dating these models, these Hollywood girls like Kendall. So I think it's Blake Griffin, but you never know. Could be Kevin Durant. Right? Because I mean, I don't know. I've never heard of Kevin Durant being linked to anyone before. So I don't know. But anything anything is possible, I guess. Man, I don't feel like watching that dude. Who was he? Recent TikTok about, yeah, so, I mean, man, why can't we watch it? Oh, maybe I can just refresh. Can I refresh and then we can watch it? Maybe. Was that 200 IQ? I mean, yo, the baby even kind of looks like Blake Griffin, bro. Like, yeah, I think that's Blake Griffin's baby right there. It even kind of looks like him. It has his, bro. That baby literally has Blake Griffin's face, bro. That baby. I mean, I would bet anything that's Blake Griffin's baby right there. I would bet anything that's Blake Griffin's. Like, they bringing up Katie's name for nothing. Like, yo, this is Blake Griffin's baby, bro. Look at this baby. It looks just like Blake Griffin. Look at that. Look at that. That's his baby, bro. That is Blake Griffin's baby 100%. It looks just like Blake Griffin. Oh, without a doubt. Man, hey. They dragging Katie's name into this for nothing, bro. They dragging his name into it for nothing. That baby looks just like Blake Griffin. Just like him. Like, I mean, like, I'm not a betting man, but hey, I mean, shoot, I would be tempted to put money on it. Like, if there was a way to prove it, bro, like, if you could, get them dudes to do like a DNA test or something, man, yo, like, get them on the Maury show or whatever it was called. Hey, man, I would bet anything on it be Blake Griffin's. For real. Hey, I would bet anything. That gotta be Blake Griffin's baby. 100%. 100%. And like I said, I mean, the dude, he already has kids with another woman. So he be not pulling out. Like, he be getting women pregnant. Hey, when they already have a kid, yeah, they already have a kid. Hey, it's like even more likely that it's them. And then on top of that too, he's dated a Kardashian. I'm cleaning my mouse real quick. You gotta be careful to keep this stuff clean, bro. That's what this clicking is. I'm just cleaning the mouse. But, anyways, man, I got so sidetracked because I was looking up Kevin Durant to see how tall Google was saying Kevin Durant is, and Kevin Durant they were saying he's 6'10", which I'm like, okay, I mean, that's a little bit believable. I mean, there's times where he looks like he's 7 feet tall, but 6'10" is a little bit believable. Right, but yo, they're saying that James Harden is 6'5". I'm like, bro, like, Randy Orton is definitely taller than James Harden, and they're saying Randy Orton is 6'5". I'm like, bro, Randy Orton gotta at least be like, I feel like Randy Orton is as tall as LeBron James, honestly. I feel like Drew McIntyre, yeah, like Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton are like the same height, and I mean, I think they're as tall as LeBron James, and to my knowledge, LeBron James is like 6'8". I feel like those two got to be the same height. Or should I say those three got to be the same height. And so, I mean, there's no way that Roman Reigns is 6'3" when he looks like he's only a couple inches shorter than Drew McIntyre. Like, Roman Reigns got to be like 6'6", bro. And then Edge also, bro. Like, Roman Reigns, I'm pretty sure Roman Reigns and Edge were standing eye to eye. And same with Seth Rollins. And they're trying to say, like, Seth Rollins is 6'1", and that Roman is 6'3", and that Edge is 6'5", but all of them stand eye to eye. Like, come on, bro. They gotta be at least 6'6". At least, bruv. But, hey, what do I know? Like, I don't have a tape measure. I'm not, I ain't going to the shows and measuring them or anything. So, hey, who freaking knows at the end of the day, bruh? Who knows? Bruv love. Bruv. But, man. Man. Hi, yo, that reminds me too, bro. Of like scrolling through Reddit, and I mean, like you see like the Tinder text message screenshots where the girl is like, oh, like, I'm not too sure about dating a dude that's 5'7". Oh man. And then like the dude just blows up in her face. He's like, what? It's like, if you're this, this heightest, if you're this pressed about someone's height, then you don't deserve to be dating people. You're just a piece of trash. Blah blah blah, or whatever he said. I just like, man, just blew up in her face. But the funny thing is that, I mean, she was willing to give the date a chance. Like, she was willing. She was like, I'm not too sure about dating a guy that's 5'7", but man, I can maybe give it a shot. And then this dude just went berserk. He was like, you know what, nah, like, you're not the one. You're probably some piece of trash, uptight, freaking self-centered, self-righteous, whatever the case. whatever sort of words. You're just some stuck up type of woman. Blah 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 blah. Not worth it. Blah 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 blah. I'm just like, dang, bro, you didn't have to cook her like that. I mean, you could have taken your date and then see, see if you get lucky or something. Like, what? But I will say this though. I will say this. While I do understand women having a preference, right, for dudes that are taller than 6 feet, it's definitely ridiculous when that is like a legitimate requirement for them, especially if the woman is like 5'4". Yo, like, you be seeing that so much online, bro. Like women be like, yeah, you be like girls who are like 5'4", 5'2", 5'4", be talking about, oh yeah, like they want a guy to be like 6 feet, blah 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 blah. Like they want to feel the height difference and like all that stupid stuff. And it's like, girl, you are 5'4". Like, a dude who is 5'7" is gonna make you feel a height difference. Like, a dude who is 5'8" is gonna make you feel a height difference. A dude who is 5'9" will make you feel a height difference. A dude who is 5'10" will make you feel a height difference. 5'11", a height difference. Like, you are 5'4". Stop it. Like even in some high heels, a dude who was 5'7", is still might be like a little bit taller than you, like a couple of centimeters. So like, come on, it's very, very, very silly when you see women who are like that. Like the only time I think it's justified is if she's like 5'9" or something. Yeah. If she's like 5'9", she wants a dude to be, to be about 6 feet. It's like okay. Like if a chick is like, if she's like 5'8" and up, then okay, understandable, for it to be like a legitimate requirement for a dude to be like 6 feet. But man, even if she's like 5'8" though, I mean like she can probably settle for a dude who's like 5'11". Yeah, it's like let's be real now. Even if she's 5'8", she can definitely settle for a dude who's 5'11". For real. So that's my thing. Like when these girls are like 5'4" and they're just listing, being 6 feet and up as a requirement. Hey, I'm like, hey, this chick is wildin', bro. She wildin'. But it's the same thing too, though. When dudes, try to say, oh, the chick she gotta be, like itty bitty skinny, or something, like as a requirement. Yeah, like dude, like I think anybody who has like a superficial, like very specific physical requirement, they not the one. They not the one, bro. They not the one. Anyone who's like super specific about how a person should look in order for them to date them, hey, they not the one. Plain and simple. Like any dude who's like, hey, she gotta be like 120 pounds, or like 120 pounds maximum, or else if she's bigger than that, can't date her. Like nah, like any dude who's crazy about a girl's weight like that, nah. Hey, he's tripping. Any chick who's crazy about a dude's height, like if she herself ain't close to 6 feet tall, she should not be worrying about a dude not being 6 feet tall either. Right? And if he himself ain't close to 120 pounds, hey, he should not be worried about her not being 120 pounds either. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. That is the way I look at it, man. Oops. Oh my gosh. Fumbling and stumbling. Alright, hold on. Okay, yeah. I mean, now that I'm talking about it, I mean, I might as well just continue on with these relationship type topics. Yo, because that reminds me too. Bro, I like these past few days, pretty much this whole week, I've just been reading through the relationship advice, what's it called, thread, post, whatever it's called on Reddit. I've just been reading through that relationship advice category on Reddit. This whole week, pretty much. Just reading through these stories, and man, OMG, oh my goodness, bro, like 99% of these stories are the exact same, bro. Legit, 99% of them are the exact same. And like most of it goes something along the lines of, oh my gosh, my boyfriend or my girlfriend, they're the best thing ever. I love them. Blah 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 blah. Like I'm happy, but recently I've been talking to one of my exes or to one of my coworkers, or something, or one of my male friends or one of my female friends. And honestly, I mean, I just can't help but thinking how things, could be better on the other side. Like, I mean, like, that is like 99% of these stories, bro. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like, relationships are in the trenches, bro. Like, relationships are in the trenches, man. Like, it, like, for real, like, it does not matter how good. What's that notification? Nothing important. Like, it does not matter how good you treat these people, bro. Like, I mean, they will just be trifling. For real, man. Like, it doesn't matter. What's this notification? Yeah, it just, like, it doesn't matter how good you treat these people, bro. Like, they will still go behind your back and be talking to someone, talking to an ex, talking to a male friend, talking to a coworker, or something like that, bro. I mean, it's so dumb, man. It's so dumb, bro. Like, legit, so many of these stories, like, literally, I mean, it literally feels like, I mean, at least 99% of the stories that I read, because in fairness, I mean, I definitely do not read every story. Some stories are just way too long and just boring looking. I don't read every story, but 99% of the stories that I do read, oh my gosh, bro, it's literally freaking, like, these people just going behind their boyfriend's back or their girlfriend's back, talking to some male friend and then catching feelings. And it's like, man, like, yo, or you will get the or you'll get the other perspective of it. Like, it'll be the boyfriend, right? For example, and they're like, oh my gosh, okay, I let my girlfriend, talk to her male friends because I don't want to be controlling, blah 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 blah, right? But now I'm getting the feeling that, she, could possibly be, doing stuff with him, and I don't know how I feel about that, blah 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 blah. What should I do? I'm like, man, what you should have done is not let her have these male friends, you jabroni. Same thing with the women, bro. Like, these girls, they're like, oh, like, I let my guy have female friends. I don't want to be the controlling. I don't want to come off as some controlling, crazy girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no, there's nothing crazy about it. I mean, you are literally giving yourself the chump status for what? Nah, cause and you know what makes it even worse is these comments. Not all of them, but some of the comments, bro, be on some straight BS. Man, some of the comments just be bull crapping people, bro. Like, they be like, oh, like when it's a dude, right, who like when it's a story of a dude who doesn't want his girl hanging out with male friends, the comments will be like, oh my gosh, you're an insecure misogynist prick who honestly needs therapy. She needs to dump you and you need to get therapy because you're a piece of trash. I'm just like, what? Like, what is the cap on this app, bro? These people are straight BSing. Yo. Real talk. Realist talk. Anybody, doesn't matter, male, female, non-binary, in-betweener, whatever, doesn't matter. Anybody that lets their partner, right, hang out a ton with other people, like, I mean, with people that they could be attracted to, is either a chump or a cheater. Straight up. You're either a chump or a cheater. If you are letting your partner hang out with people that they could be attracted to, right? Depending on, their sexuality and things like that, right? You're letting your partner hang out with people that they could be attracted to. Hey, you are either a chump or you are a cheater, right? And it is so annoying, like, seeing these comments, like, just like, oh, you ain't do anything wrong, or oh yeah, you should be allowed to hang out with your female friends or your male friends or whatever. It's so stupid, bro. Like, people that say that are just straight up BSing. Like, these are the cheaters 100%. 100%. Like, and you see it on Twitter too sometimes. Like, people will just be BSing like crazy on Twitter, pumping out a tweet like, oh, it's healthy to let your girlfriend hang out with her male friends. I'm like, what? Like, why are you capping so hard for some likes, bro? It's so annoying anytime I see stuff like that. Or like girls would be like, oh yeah, like, if he doesn't let you hang out with your male friends, he's a misogynist, he's a controlling piece of trash boyfriend. It's like, what? No shot, bro. The only people that think like that are chumps or cheaters, bro. Straight up. Because every single one of these people like that be in this that be posting these stories on the relationship advice thread, bro. Hey, these people be in the freaking trenches, and it, like, dang near always starts, like, literally 99% of the stories that I read, like when it is the, like the partner's perspective that's getting cheated on, like, it's always starts from, like, oh, I was letting them text their ex, or I'm letting them hang out with their male friends or their coworker and all that type of stuff. And I mean, it's like, man, you just set yourself up. These people just set themselves up. It's like, I mean, you can't even, you can't even feel bad for them sometimes. Now, other times, I mean, you definitely feel horrible other times, like when you read the story, like you read how, they got kids together and then the wife is cheating and all this craziness, or the husband is cheating and all of that, or physically abusing them, or she's physically abusing him, or she's trying to, make it seem as if he physically abuses her to kick him out of the house, and ruin his life, blah, 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 blah. I mean, there's definitely some feel bad stories for sure. But 99% of it, though, it's like, man, I mean, this was some some avoidable stuff. Because, I mean, I was thinking about it. I'm like, man, I mean, this is like, oh, no, well, actually, before I get to that, I mean, it's like this. I understand that, technically, you're supposed to be able to trust your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your partner, whatever they may be. You're supposed to be able to trust your partner, right? I get that. But there is a difference between trusting someone and then putting, the temptation of a lifetime in front of them. All right, like there's a difference, bro. It's like, it's like, and this is the example I was gonna say. It's like, you live in a neighborhood, right? Technically, yeah, like, okay, maybe if you live in the ghetto, this doesn't apply to you, right? But I understand, like, if you live in a middle class neighborhood or an upper class neighborhood, yeah, technically, you should not have to worry about your neighbors stealing from you, right? Yeah. If you live in a middle class or upper class neighborhood, technically, you should not have to worry about your neighbors stealing from you. But guess what? If you leave your front door open, hey, you finna get robbed, jabroni. It's that simple. Hey, even a pastor would walk up in your house and be like, hey, maybe I think I might need a new toaster. They'll freaking yoink your toaster without a second thought, bro. Hey, maybe when they get home, they're like, hey, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned, but your boy needed a new toaster. Like, hey, straight up, bro. Even a pastor would rob from you, straight up. Right? I mean, hey, you gonna go to the neighborhood block party, you're gonna go in your neighbor's house, and then you're gonna see, oh my gosh, wait a second, ain't that my couch? Ain't that my TV? Ain't that my remote? Ain't that my microwave? Dang, bro, like y'all the ones that robbed me. Like, for real, like if you, it doesn't matter what neighborhood you live in, middle class, upper class, it doesn't matter. You leave your front door open, you will get robbed, and it will be by your neighbors. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You will get robbed, bro. They will come into your house. They'll take your watch, take your clothes, take your remote, take your TV, take your couch, take your pillows, take your microwave, take your milk. Like, they will take anything that they can carry, bro. You will get robbed. It's that simple. You let your boyfriend or girlfriend or partner, non-binary partner, whatever the case may be, you let them hang out with someone that they have potential to be attracted to. A male friend, an ex, a co-worker, whatever the case may be, a female friend, another non-binary friend, who knows, whatever the case may be, you let them hang out with their friends and their co-workers or their ex. Hey, when you get cheated on, you the fool. Ain't nobody else to blame but yourself. Like, straight up, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I understand. I mean, like, that's on your partner for cheating on you, right? But that is on you for even letting them have all these different temptations, bro. Like, I mean, if you are in a serious monogamous relationship, like, maybe if you're in a polyamorous relationship, it doesn't matter. Maybe, I don't know. But if you're in a serious monogamous relationship, nah, bro. Like, you can't be freaking letting your girl hang out with her male friends, or switch the genders. Same thing. You can't be letting your boyfriend hang out with his female friends, bro. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Like, what can you do with your female friend that you can't do with your girlfriend? It doesn't make any sense. Right? Like, it does not make any sense. Like, oh, you want to watch a movie? Why not watch it with your girlfriend? You want to go out to eat? Why are you not eating with your girlfriend? Like, even if she's busy, you can just wait until she's free to go do those things with her. So, nah, like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, and so anyone who's on that BS of, oh, you're just being controlling, blah, 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 nah, they trying to cheat on you. Like, they are trying to cheat on you eventually. Simple as that. Simple as that. Like, these people that be throwing out that controlling narrative nonsense, these are the people that be trying to cheat on you, for real. For real. Like, that's the thing. Like, now, if you're just friends, right? Like, when you are just friends, then yeah, it's fair for you to be talking to whoever the heck you want to talk to, hang out with whoever the heck you want to talk to. But when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, nah. She gotta, he, she, they gotta cut off, some of these friends. That is what it is. Especially an ex. Like, so many of these stories be like, oh, like, they talking to their ex again. I'm like, what? Nah, bro, not allowed, jabroni. Not allowed. But man, when like I understand, it can get a bit tricky. Like, if there's like bisexuality or pansexuality going on, stuff like that. I get that can definitely be a bit tricky in terms of who you allow your friend to hang out with, right? Because in fairness, I mean, people do have, close friends that they should be able to see from time to time. In fairness, right? In fairness, for sure. I get that. But there's definitely, what's the word? There's definitely some people that are allowed and some people that are not allowed. Simple as that. Like I said, if they have the potential to be attracted to them, hey, bro, that's a that's a no go for me. That's a no go for me. Now, I mean, you might have to, if someone's bisexual, maybe you gotta compromise on that a little bit, right? Yeah. Maybe you have to compromise on that a little bit, right? Like, you have a boyfriend, your boyfriend's bisexual, maybe you like, okay, like you can't hang out with this person, but you can hang out with that person, right? Because then that would be a little bit cruel to be like, okay, you cannot hang out with anybody whatsoever, right? Then, okay, that might be getting into, genuinely controlling territory, right? But, if that's your boyfriend, you definitely do gotta lay down the law on some people. You just have to. Same thing if that's your girlfriend, right? Like, if that's your girlfriend, it's like, okay, she's bisexual, whatever the case, it's like, okay, maybe you can't hang out with this person, but you can hang out with that person, or whatever the case may be. I don't know, but yeah, you gotta lay down the law, for sure. For sure, bro. Right? Yeah, like maybe you're like, okay, you can't hang out with your male friend, but I'm a bit more okay with you hanging out with your female friend or something, or maybe it's like your bisexual boyfriend, you're like, okay, like I'm not fully comfortable with you hanging out with a female friend, but you can hang out with your male friend, fine, whatever, right? Or maybe there's like a specific male friend that you cannot hang out with because that used to be your ex-boyfriend. Right? Yeah, stuff like that. You depending on their sexuality, you probably got to figure some things out, for sure. But ultimately, though, like if they have potential to be attracted to them in any way, or like especially if that's an ex, no. You can't. Y'all cannot be hanging out together like that. No. So that's the thing too, bro. And on the other side, man, bro, like I say, like temptation, man. Like this day and age, there's just way too much temptation. There's just way too much temptation this day and age, bro. And then on top of that too, you have like I was saying, you have these people who just cap, bro. The cap on the app, bro. They just straight BS, right? And they try to, shame people into not being, reasonable partners. Seriously, like for someone to say, oh, that's controlling if you don't let your girlfriend hang out with her male friends, it's some straight BS. It's not being controlling. It's being a smart boyfriend. Same thing, you flip the genders, bro. If a girlfriend does not let her boyfriend hang out with female friends, she's not being controlling. She's being a smart girlfriend. She ain't on BS, bro. She is not on BS. Or the only way she would be on some BS is if she's not letting him hang out with female friends, but then she's hanging out with male friends. That's the only way she's on some BS. But if she's holding herself to the same standard that she's trying to hold him to, she's being a real one, right? So that's the thing. Like the people who are like, "Oh, you're just being controlling," blah 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 blah. Nah, those are cheaters. Those are what we call cheaters. Straight up. I had to get something off my TV, but yeah. Those, this very, very distasteful people. Very distasteful. But yeah, man, yeah, like, I mean, yo, I mean, just reading these stories, I'm like, dang, like these people, they're like on the cheating side of things. They're like, yeah, like my boyfriend, my girlfriend, whatever, yeah, like I love them, quote unquote. They're like, I love them, they're good to me, blah 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 blah. They treat me well, blah 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 blah. But I'm getting this itch from my ex, or but I really like talking to my ex, blah 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 blah. There's sparks flying everywhere, yada 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 yada, right? And then before you know it, boom, they cheated, and they're hooking up with their ex, or they're hooking up with their male friend, or whatever the case. I'm just like, dang. I mean, I'm just like, dang, bro. Like, relationships are just in the trenches, like, because for real, I mean, like it doesn't matter if if they treat you like a queen or a king or whatever. It doesn't matter if you treat them like a queen or a king, bro. They can still cheat on you at any given moment. I've been thinking about it, because like a lot of these stories would be like, oh, found their Instagram DMs, or found their Snapchat, saw them, yeah, saw their Snapchat stories, or whatever the case. Me personally, I don't use Snapchat, so I don't really know how Snapchat works. But I have Instagram, and I'm just like, man, like, I'm just thinking, man, like, it probably can happen so fast, right? Like, you can like a girl's picture, and then she can like your picture, right? And then before you know it, you're DMing her, hey, what's up? And then she's DMing you back, hey, handsome. And you're like, ooh, she just called me handsome. Hey, we in there. And then boom, before you know it, you completely forgot you had a girlfriend. Right? Like, I bet it happens so freaking fast, man. So fast. Like, you're just, like, yeah, like, you're feeling all bubbly inside because they're giving you these compliments. Even though your girlfriend compliments you, it's like extra, it's like extra bit of bubbly, when someone else compliments you. And then boom, you're messing around with that person, and you've already emotionally cheated. And then before you know it, and you find out she lives in the area, boom, now you're, taking a day off of work, or taking a lunch break to go swing on by over at her place. And and it's, and now you've messed up big time. You've messed up big time in your relationship. And then same thing too, the other way around. Hey, she probably has a secret boyfriend too. The entire time she's got a secret boyfriend, right? But she's messaging you, for whatever reason, and boom, she's cheating on her man, right? Yeah, I bet it happens so freaking fast, like when it does happen. And before you know it, you have just ruined your relationship. You've broken your partner's trust, broken their heart, all that type of stuff. Man, it just ain't worth it. It's just not worth it being in a relationship in 2022. Moving forward, it's just not worth it. Because seriously, man, I mean, like with technology, man. I mean, at any point in time, I mean, you turn around and boom, they could be texting some other dude. They could be texting some other girl, some other person. Like, me personally, I'm like, man, it ain't worth it. It is not worth it, bro. It's really not. Like, it's understandable, to have, like a friend here and there, whatever the case may be, right? Maybe you have a female friend, or a male friend, or a non-binary friend here and there over the years, all that type of stuff, right? Right. Yeah. Like you make friends as you, yeah, you make friends as you go along through life, all that type of stuff. But having like a full on partner, man, this day and age, hey, it's chalked, bro. It's in the trenches. It's in the trenches, yo. Cause that's the thing, bro. Like back in the day, back during the grandparent days, right? Like all they really had to worry about was the mailman, right? Cause the dudes would go out to work, and then the woman would stay home, right? And they'd be high school sweethearts, all that type of stuff. Hey, you only had to worry about the mailman. But now, both parties can go out and about, do whatever the heck they want. Plus, you have all these apps where you can meet anybody in an instant. And you can match with anyone in an instant and just hit it off with them. All right. So I mean, yeah, bro. Relationships are just in the trenches, bro. Like, you can be friends, right? Yeah, you can be friends. You can be homies, but being boyfriend and girlfriend, man, hey, I don't know. Being partners, I don't know, man. Like I said, I mean, you could be treating this person like royalty, and they can still be hitting up somebody else, right? Now, in fairness, I mean, it is, in my book, in my eyes, it is perfectly natural to feel attracted to multiple people, or to lose attraction to somebody, whatever the case, right? It's perfectly normal, it's perfectly normal stuff. But it's one thing you feel attraction to somebody or you lose attraction for someone. It's another thing when you're going behind your partner's back and you're texting other people and you're hanging out and hooking up with other people, and then you go from emotionally cheating to physically cheating. And that's a completely different thing. Like, you're attracted to whoever you're attracted to, right? But if you start losing attraction to your partner, just break up, right? Right? Just break up, or it's like either break up or try seeing if you can get that spark again, right? Because in fairness, like there's times where your partner is doing unattractive things, right? Maybe they don't pick up after themselves, or they're getting lazy, or they're letting themselves go, all this type of stuff, right? And you're losing attraction for them, right? So say, like try to get the spark back, help themselves so that you can get the spark back, right? And then if that doesn't work, then boom, break up. Simple as that, in most cases. But instead, they go behind the person's back and cheating. It's just trifling behavior. See, that's my thing, man. It's like, man, getting into these relationships, it's just not worth it, bro. It's not worth it, man. Like, not when. Not when. I mean, at any point, like, she could be texting some other dude, or he could be texting some other girl, or they could be texting some other person. Nah. Even if they're treating you well, they could still, like, seriously, bro. Like, I mean, I remember, like, we read a story on stream, and it was something like a wife, a wife was cheating on her husband, right? And then she was using, like, that cheating that she was doing as mental gymnastics to treat her husband better. Yeah, because it was something along the lines of, like, they hadn't been sleeping together for a while, right? Because he was way too tired from working, right? Yeah, because it's like they have a kid together, and he goes out to work, and she stays home to take care of the kid, and he's dropping the kid off at school, right? Or he's dropping the kid off at like daycare or something, or whatever the case. And so she's basically just a stay-at-home wife. Yeah, she's a stay-at-home wife. I think it was like sometimes he takes care of the kid, sometimes he drops her off at daycare, or whatever the case may be. I don't fully remember. But anyways, the point was though, he goes out to work to pay the bills, and then he comes home, he's too tired to sleep with his wife. And so boom, eventually she starts cheating on him, and then because she was feeling, unsatisfied in the relationship because she wasn't getting any bedroom action from her husband. And so boom, that was making her depressed, quote unquote. It was making her sad. And so she wasn't, doing her wifely duties with as much enthusiasm, because she wasn't getting any bedroom action. And then boom, she decides to cheat on him while he's away at work. And then it was like her sleeping around with her sneaky link gave her the energy, to start being a good wife again, and to start, cooking and cleaning and doing all her wifely duties with a lot more enthusiasm. And I was like, man, this is terrible. Like, she's literally using cheating as a justification for being a better wife, when in reality her cheating is making her a terrible wife. And then she was bragging about how she doesn't think her husband will ever find out because he's too busy with work. And he's like, apparently he's Mr. Oblivious or something. And I just remember thinking to myself, man, I hope he finds out. I hope he keeps the kid. I hope he gets 100% custody. I hope he kicks you out of the house. I hope your ass is on the streets, like nowhere to go but your sneaky link's house. And then I hope you can't go to your sneaky link's house because I hope he's married too, and you're just not allowed. And he has to cut you off. Because he ain't trying to risk, divorcing his wife either. But hey, for real, man, I mean, it's very rare that I hope ill upon people, but man, when I read that story, I was hoping her world comes crashing down. Straight up. Because, I mean, a person like that just does not deserve anything good. They don't deserve anything good, man. I don't wish ill upon people, but man, in that moment, shoot, I was wishing, man, suffering upon her. And it is the same thing too. Like if it was the other way around, bro. Like, nah, bro. I mean, that would be a trash husband, if a dude was doing that to his wife. So, man. Terrible. But yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, yeah, some of these people, bro, I mean, they will literally try to justify their cheating by saying it makes them a better partner, right? By saying it makes them happy, and then therefore because they're happy, now they're taking better care of you. Stupid stuff. This is straight stupid stuff, man. So yeah, it's just, it is in the trenches. Relationships are in the trenches, bro. Like, if there's stories like that coming out, because I mean, for a fact, there's gonna be a person, male, female, non-binary, in-betweener, who knows, who cares. For a fact, there's gonna be a person reading that story who's gonna be like, oh, this sounds like a good idea. And then they're gonna be, finding ways to cheat on their partner, whenever their partner is out and going to work or something. And it's gonna be terrible, right? And then they themselves are probably gonna make a story like that, and it's just gonna spread and spread and spread, these stories of people, cheating on their spouses, cheating on their partners, and justifying it, and fantasizing it, or whatever the proper term is, hyping it up, right? Hyping it up and romanticizing it or fantasizing it, all that type of stuff. That reminds me, speaking of romanticizing, there's probably I bet that's like another thing that probably low-key influences cheating culture, bro. I bet there are so many freaking books, novels, whatever, stories, whether they're fictional or factual, whatever the case, bro. I bet there's so many written books of these people, cheating on their spouse, and it's and it's made out to be the hottest thing ever. Like the husband is just he's just a lame, lazy husband, and he has a super hot wife, but he never notices her. So she goes out one day to a bar by herself, tells her husband she's going to the grocery store or going to the nail salon or something. He's like, okay, whatever, don't care, right? And then boom, at the bar, she meets this tall, sexy, handsome man with the perfect hair, perfect face, perfect beard, perfect body. He buys her a drink. She talks to him some more. He buys her another drink. She talks to him some more. Boom, they exchange numbers. And then they're texting all night long. And then she gets home. And then, she's laying, her husband is already asleep. And then, she's laying in the bed texting him, blah, 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 blah. And then, they're planning a date, a week from now. And then a week from now, she's like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't be doing this. This is a terrible idea. But she's already at the meetup spot. And then boom, it's a motel. And, and he's bought, a couple of bottles of red wine, imported from Italy, of all places. Just whatever the case. Right. And then, boom, they're pouring wine, and then all of a sudden, they start getting undressed, and then it turns out, she's wearing her hottest pair of what's it called, lingerie, or however you pronounce that word, right? She's wearing her hottest pair of clothes, underneath her coat, and it just goes on and on and on and on and on, right? And then it turns out that the guy, at the end of the book, boom, it turns out the guy, he's the owner of the bar, and he's able to get those drinks for her for free, and he has a wife and 3 kids. All this other stuff, and his wife has a terminal illness, and so that's why he's messing around with other women. Something stupid, bro. And boom, end of book. Maybe she divorces her lame husband, who knows, or she tries to go back to him and pretend like nothing happened. Right, or they miraculously, go to couples counseling, and then everything's okay. I'm like, what? I bet I bet there's millions of books like that. Maybe not millions, but at least hundreds. I bet there's so many books like that, bro. I probably just read the plot, or just, I probably just spoke the plot of hundreds of romance novels right there. Straight up, man, there's probably so many books like that. So many books. But yeah, that's the thing, man. You got cheating, in these romance books that these girls stay reading. And they're probably just romanticizing, all of it. And then when it's relationship time, like that's the thing that they're low-key looking for in the back of their head. You know, they're like, oh, like, could this be my, you know, my sneaky link Prince Charming? You know. And I mean, hey, it don't matter how good of a boyfriend you are. Hey, she's gone, bro. She's for the streets. The streets. And it just is what it is, bro. It just is what it is. Man, down atrocious. Relationships are in the mud, bro. In the mud. Down 50 at halftime. Hey, it's over. There's no comeback. But yeah, it is what it is. But I mean, but I mean, honestly though, honestly though, at the end of the day, I mean, it's all a vibe, bro. Like it's all, I mean, like so many of these people that have these relationship woes and problems, man, I mean, I would bet anything, bro, that the people who are cheating and all these other shenanigans, I bet anything, man, why is my voice cracking? Gosh dang. I would bet anything that, I mean, bare minimum 90% of them had, you know, some sort of red flag about them, you know, before they were cheating and all that type of stuff. Yeah, like I said, like it's an, for me personally, I think it's an automatic red flag. Like, if you're going to be in a relationship with someone, all right, and they're mentioning how, you know, oh, they have all these, you know, like I mean, like at least as a straight guy, for example, right? Yeah, like you're talking to a chick. For me, I think it's an automatic red flag if you're talking to a chick, right? And then she's mentioning how she has like all these different male friends, all these different guy friends, right? Like, yeah, like she's talking to you, and the two of you are getting, you know, the two of you are getting flirtatious in your messages. And, you know, she starts mentioning how, oh, she's gonna go hang out with her male friends, you know, whatever the case, right? Or she's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with my friends. It's like, hey, who are your friends? Oh, Johnny and Jacob and Jerome. Like, what? Like, hey, bro, like stuff like that is automatic red flag. Automatic, right? Auto freaking matic, bro. So that's the thing. I mean, I bet that type of stuff happens all the time. Like with these cheating stories, yeah, because 99% of the time, bro, in these stories, like the dude knew, right? Like the boyfriend knew she was hanging out with her male friend, right? Or he knew she was texting her ex-boyfriend or something crazy, or her male coworkers, all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, like they know their girl, or they know their guy is hanging out with his ex-girlfriend, his female friends, his female coworkers, blah 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 blah. Like they know this stuff, right? And they just let it happen, and then boom, you know, their partner cheats on them, and then they're shooketh. Right? It's like, nah, like there's no need to be shooketh. Like, you should have seen this coming. You know, with your boyfriend, girlfriend, your partner, whatever, you know, hanging out with people that they have a chance to be attracted to. You should have seen this coming. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Yeah, like a lot of those times. So yeah, a lot of those times, right? Like these girls, like they'll tell you straight up, that, you know, they're hanging out with male friends, or they have all these different male friends, or they'll be like, oh yeah, I prefer male friends over girlfriends. You know, like, what? Red flag. Red flag. Because here's the thing. Like, you know for a fact, like, you might not know which one, but you know one of them, bare minimum, is doing, the Anaconda Slam. Bare minimum, at least one of them is doing the Anaconda Slam. And that's all it takes. All it takes is just one, for her to cheat on you with, bro. That's all it takes. One of them is doing the Anaconda Slam. That's just a fact, right? Or they have some sort of past, like they kissed, whatever. Like for a fact, one of them, bare minimum, like they've got feelings and all that type of stuff, and they've done stuff together in the past. So that's the thing, like that's all it takes, man. So it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Like going through that relationship. I mean, unless you are mentally, prepared, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna just keep this short and sweet. Peace out in a month, right? Like unless that is like your game plan. Like, hey, you're like, hey, I'm gonna get mines and then bounce. Then okay. But if you're like full on trying to be boyfriend, girlfriend, nah. It's not worth it. Whenever you see, a red flag like that, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Like it might be fine. Like I said, it might be fine, getting your hookup and then leaving, right? But it is not worth it trying to be, boyfriend, girlfriend, when you see a person have, some sort of red flag, right? It's not worth it. So that's my thing. And then like I'm saying, I bet at least 90% of these cases, they had some sort of red flag in the very, very beginning, like in the flirty stages of texting. Bet anything, bro, they had some sort of red flag. So yeah, that's the thing when it comes to these relationships. Ooh, that's a great question, DB. Hey, what's up, by the way? Would you want to know the past relationships of your partner? Honestly, no. Honestly, no. And here's why. Because I don't get me wrong. Like the what's it called? Like the Snoopy, nosy person in me. I mean, yeah, like the nosy person and all of us wants to know everything, but real talk, bro, like that knowledge will wreck you. What I don't know is better for me. Yeah, exactly. That knowledge will wreck you, because here's the thing, it doesn't matter if she's had one boyfriend or 100 boyfriends. Well, I mean, if she's had 100 boyfriends, it's like, oh my gosh. Like, you might really be in the mud. But for real, it doesn't matter. Like, real talk, it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 100, right? You will automatically, at least for me, compare yourself to that dude. So like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're automatically just gonna be comparing everything you do. And I mean, whether he's uglier than you, better looking than you, doesn't matter. Because if he's better looking than you, you can be like, dang, bro, like, how am I gonna satisfy this girl? Her ex-boyfriend's better looking than me. Right? Or if he's uglier than you, you can be like, dang, she dated this guy. Like, is she weird? Is there something wrong with her? Like, no matter what, I mean, it's a lose-lose situation. If at least for me, if you know her past, I'm like, hey, I don't want to know. I don't need to know. Don't want to know. Don't need to know. Not my business. Right? Because that's the thing. Because, I mean, you're going to be... Yeah, like, you're just going to look at her at a different way no matter what. No matter what, you're going to look at her a different way. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lose-lose situation. Lose-lose situation. So yeah, that's why I would not want to know. because I mean, yeah, the most important thing, to me is that, one, you're fun to talk to, and two, you're respectful, and three, we're on the same page. Yeah, like that's the most important thing. So the past, like anything related to your past, is just gonna mess with my head. So yeah, so it's like, hey, we don't need to know. We do not need to know. It's like, hey, as long as you're respectful, fun to talk to, and we're on the same page with stuff, we chilling. The 5 things you're looking for in a partner. Oh, I don't have a list of things. Like those 3 things that I said, like respectful, fun to talk to, on the same page. Like that's what matters most to me personally. It's like you're fun to talk to, you're respectful, and they all kind of go hand in hand. Like you're not gonna be fun to talk to if you're disrespectful, right? Yeah. There's never been a case where someone is fun to talk to but they're disrespectful to you. Like no. All right, so that those 2 things pretty much go hand in hand, and then being on the same page is like another important thing. I mean, like I've said before, like me personally, I do not want marriage. I do not want kids. Right. So using that as an example, right? Like if that's something that you want, then we both know it's not going to work out long term. Right. So it's like, why even waste the time? Right. Why even waste the time? Like we can hang out, right? But we know it's not going to be a long term situation, right? Because you want different things in life, right? Yeah, same page, and then that can be applied. You can probably apply that to like religion or politics or whatever the case, right? I mean, now me personally, I'm not like a super religious person. I'm not a super political person, right? But like if they're saying something that I just completely disagree with, I mean, it's hard to come back from that. You know what I mean? Like if trying to think of an example. Like if it, like maybe with like what's big in politics these days, like abortion stuff, right? I mean, we don't got to go too into detail, with abortion beliefs, but say they say something about abortion that you don't agree with, you're like, whoa, like this is crazy. Chances are, hey, it's probably not going to work out after that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you being with an atheist, exactly, dude. Yeah, it would not work. It wouldn't work, especially now, when you're like a very religious person and you're very strong in your beliefs. Nah, being with an atheist just would not work. It wouldn't work unless by some miracle you converted them to your religion, then maybe it can work, right? Maybe it could work, but someone has to convert to something, right? Like either you have to convert to being an atheist, or they have to convert to being a Muslim, or y'all like convert to something in the middle, right? Like maybe like you both convert to being Christians or something. Like imagine that, like hey. Like a Muslim converts to being Christian, an atheist converts to being Christian. I mean, anything's possible. But yeah, I mean, it would take both of you having to convert to something together in order to work out, I think. That'd be something else. That would be a story, bro. That would be a book right there. A path we both didn't want. Yo, that would be a book right there. Hey, like a Muslim and an atheist both converting to Christianity to be together. Like what? But yeah, that's pretty much what I would say. I would look for respect, fun, and being in agreement. I don't know. There's probably like another word for that, but you get what I mean though. Just being on the same page, being in agreement, just all around the same vibe. Yeah, all around the same vibe. That I think that's what everyone should look for in a partner. This is people who are all around the same vibe as you. Right? Because at the end of the day, because it's like I guess some people get sick of themselves, technically speaking, right? Like people who actually have, mental health struggles, they might get sick of themselves. But I think most people, though, at least I would hope that most people love themselves. I would hope so. I don't know. I'm not most people, I guess. But I would hope most people love themselves. At least for me, I love myself, thankfully. And so it's like, if you're planning on being with someone long term, you probably want someone who is as close to you as possible, right? Like if you love yourself, right? Because like I said, at least for me, it's like it's easier for me to love myself, right? And the things that I enjoy versus having to love someone who's completely different from me. But if you're similar to me, then it's not as hard. That's kind of my logic with it. Yeah, you love yourself too. A W status. So yeah, that's how I look at it. Yeah, it's like be respectful, be fun to talk to, and be on the same page as me. With most things. Now obviously, like no one's gonna be completely 100% on the same page as you. Or else that's just like, that's some straight D writing. That is some major meat gobbling right there. Like if they're quote unquote on the same page as you 100%, like literally 100%, they're probably not thinking for themselves, because there's no way, like, because even with your best friend, you're not on the same page literally 100%, right? Like, yeah, like Omni and myself, bro, because as Omni's someone that I live nearby. Yeah, and he's come over to my place, I've gone over to his place, right? He's probably yeah, like in real life, my best friend probably, right? Since I don't hang out with anybody else in real life. So, and not even him and I are completely 100% on the same page with everything. We're on the same page for a lot of things, but not everything, right? And so, you can't expect your girlfriend to be on the same page as you 100% when your best friend isn't on the same page as you 100%. So, obviously, there will be some things that you will differ on and whatever the case, but for a healthy relationship, those should not be major things. Like those should be very minor things to be in disagreement with. Say don't argue with their homies, lying, they probably faked. Yeah, they probably lying, fake as heck. Yeah, heck, even me and you, DB, we've had some disagreements, right? Yeah, we've had some disagreements, like the NBA stuff or whatever the case, right? Or NFL stuff, right? But at the end of the day, you recognize, it's really not that big of a deal, and then you move past it, and then it's, it's back to us dapping up, So yeah, hey, it's like we cool, bro. So that's the thing. Yeah, your disagreements should be minor in my book, with your partner. Like, it should never be something that is like a major thing, right? Like, yeah, you can disagree about a TV show, or you can disagree about a character, about a sport, but you do not want to be disagreeing about politics or religion or spirituality. Like, those are some major things to be disagreeing upon. And if you're disagreeing upon those, it's best to not even bring it up. It's like either you're gonna have to go your separate ways, or you just stop bringing it up entirely, right? Because that's big stuff of like disagreeing, when it comes to like family values. Hey, man. Hey, if we're disagreeing about family values, like what the role a wife should play or a husband should play, or should we have kids, should we not have kids, blah, 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 should we get married, blah, 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 how should we, what should we do with our parents, family, blah, blah, blah. Hey, if you're disagreeing on that stuff, hey, it's finished. Hey, it is finished, bro. But if you're disagreeing about what TV show is the best, if you're like, oh, Game of Thrones is better than Breaking Bad, nah, Breaking Bad is better, that's whatever. But if you're disagreeing about should we have kids, should we get married, ooh, hey, trouble. That's why I question why people say don't discuss religion or politics on dates when that holds somewhat of an importance on if you want to continue their date relationship, they can show character. Well, I mean, me personally, I agree to an extent. Don't talk about religion or politics. Not on the first, not on first dates. Not on first dates. Like, on first dates, you just want to have a good time, right? Relax, vibe, see if you get lucky. Right, on first dates, no. But like in my book, like say it's election time, right? Like presidential election time, or there's protests going on, right? Like the Black Lives Matter movement. Right, like if that stuff is going on and it's like boom, 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 boom in your face everywhere you go, Trump versus Biden, Trump versus Hillary, blah, 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 Black Lives Matter, yada, yada, yada. You can't avoid it type stuff. Then, in that situation, you might have that conversation, right? But if we're just talking, like middle of the year, going on a first date, nah, I'm not gonna, me personally, not gonna be bringing up religion or politics. No. That's like the after you've had your fun, and then like you're like starting to get serious with that person, then you're like, okay, so what do you think about, liberal or conservative, or this issue, that issue, God, religion, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's like for when you're trying to get serious. If you're just trying to have fun, no. We do not talk politics. We're going to talk anime. We're going to talk maybe sports. We're going to talk some wrestling. We're going to talk some TV shows. We will not be talking politics or religion. if it's like a first date sort of scenario. Of course, you understand. Yeah. Oh, like another thing too, bro. Like some of those like super heavy like political people, bro. Oh my gosh. At least for me, they gotta be so annoying to be around. Like oh man, I don't know if I should say any names, but you've probably stumbled across some big names in the political world that have these podcasts or these Twitch channels or whatever the case, and all they do is just talk about politics and world events. Me personally, OMG, that stuff is boring, uninteresting, do not care, don't want to hear about it. like oh my gosh, bro, like people like that would be so miserable for me to be around. Like people that just make everything about politics and religion. Me personally, no thank you. 100% cut some homies off because they were on it every day. Yeah, dude, that stuff is just it's not my flavor. It's not my flavor of conversation. Like don't get me wrong. Like I said, like if something is like genuinely like really big is happening, I might get my 2 cents on it. But other than that, shoot, I do not care. I'm not into it whatsoever. And the people who are like super heavy into it, hey, not my people. Straight up, not my people. Yo, that reminds me. Speaking of politics, all that type of stuff, yo, that's why I don't know if you've noticed, but I am in the just chatting section now, right? We used to be in the podcast section, and I switched to the just chatting section because I looked at the podcast section of Twitch, and it is just politics. I'm like, ain't no way, bro. Yo, this is not my category. Like, I'm just scrolling through the channels, seeing the people's thumbnails. I mean, and it's just everyone is talking politics. I'm like, hey, these are some. I was like, yo, these are some MAGA fist looking people. Just talking, man, and they just only talking politics, bro. I'm like, hey, not for me. This is not my category. Like, I'm over here talking about wrestling and relationship advice. And they talking MAGA fist, liberal fist. Like, nah, bro, not for me. I'm in the wrong place, bro. I'm in the wrong area. Yeah. Yo, sometimes it be like that, man. Hey, sometimes you pull up to a place and you just know you don't belong. Man, it be like that sometimes, for real. You just know you don't belong there, man. And that was me when I was looking through that podcast section. I was like, oh, I do not belong here. These MAGA fist supremacists. Hey, I do not belong. Hey, it is what it is. So I was like, ooh, I gotta switch categories. Man, now we in the just chatting category and we chilling. We are chilling. But yo, speaking of Twitch though. Yo, speaking of Twitch. Yo. Smart move? Yeah, I hope so. I think so. But yo, speaking of Twitch. Yo, did you hear about the chick that apparently was getting banged live on stream while she was talking to chat? Bro, Twitch getting dog walked recently? Bro, that was so crazy when I heard about it. Like, and she only got a 7-day ban. I was like, what? Like, her boyfriend was like off camera doing the anaconda slam. And she only got a 7-day ban. I was like, ain't no way. I saw the vid. She thought she was slick. Yo, for real, I'm like, ain't no way. A 7-day ban. What is going on? Yo, speaking of getting dog walked, yo, real talk, bro. On everything, I bet anything, bro. One of these days, Twitch is going to get permanently cooked, bro. Yo, one of these days, there is going to be a female streamer who is going to, because I bet anything. Yo, you see the person who put their whole on stream and got a 3-day ban? No, I didn't see that. But hearing about it right now does not surprise me. But yo, I bet anything. But that kind of goes back into, I mean, that's literally into what I'm saying though. Like, I bet anything. When these people, because you don't really see it with male streamers, like you only see it with female streamers, as far as I know. I bet anything when these female streamers, when they do all these crazy perma bannable offenses and only get 3 days, 7 days off, I bet you these Twitch staff are, I mean, without a doubt in my mind, bro, like they definitely blackmailing these chicks, bro. Without a doubt in my mind, like these Twitch staff gotta be, hitting up these girls, like, hey, you send me a DM, hey, I can get you out, I can get you unbanned in a few days. I bet anything that type of stuff is happening, bro. Yo, you remember when Alinity was doing crazy stuff every other stream? And she wasn't getting banned. She was literally on Twitter begging to be banned. Nah, bro. I bet anything. She was sending the OG OnlyFans content, like the pre OnlyFans content, straight to their DMs, bro. Straight to the Twitch staff DMs. I bet anything, bro. Like, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was, dude. I'm telling you, when these women retire, it doesn't necessarily have to be Alinity. Who knows who it's gonna be? It could be freaking Amaranth, Alinity. Who knows, bro? But yeah, like these hot tub streams. Oh my goodness, bro. 100%. They are setting these Twitch staff, the dirty DMs, bro. 100%. And that's how they're not getting banned. I bet anything. But yo, that would be crazy. She said instead of just doing the hey, dude, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I mean, to do the content with them, I mean, you got to be the same area. You know what I mean? So who knows? I mean, I don't know where these people live, but like, is this easier just to send a dirty DM type stuff? The ASMR streams, oh my gosh, bro. Yo, when one of these women retires from streaming, because at some point, like, they're not gonna be streaming forever. Like, at some point, someone's gonna retire for sure. Like, for sure, you're right. They're gonna be, because what are they? They're in their 20s now, maybe their early 30s, maybe they just turned 30. I don't know. But like, when they hit 40, 50, and they're wanting to start a family and have kids, all that type of stuff, I'm sure they're really gonna dominate Twitch in a couple of years. I mean, maybe, but YouTube has to, because I mean, you see a lot of these YouTube streamers are still complaining about the same stuff. They're still complaining about like streaming features and subs and whatever else. So I don't know, but we'll see. But yo, like I'm saying though, one of these days, these female streamers, they're gonna retire, right? And when they retire, bet anything, they're gonna hit up, Jake Sucky Ducky Lucky, whatever his name is. They're gonna hit him up on Twitch, that esports guy who always does the breaking news in esports. They're gonna hit him up, Jake Ducky Sucky Lucky, and they are going to expose all the freaking blackmail, all the dirty DMs that they're sending to these staff to get unbanned, they're going to expose all of it, right? They're going to send him all that stuff. He's going to tweet about it. It's going to blow up. And after that, bet there's going to be Netflix documentaries or something just torching every single one of these Twitch staff, bro. I mean, I bet all of them are dirty. Like, straight up, man. I mean, I probably shouldn't be saying this since I'm freaking on Twitch. Hey, your boy might have to delete the VOD. I don't know. But real talk, man. I bet dang near all of them you got dirty DMs, bro. I bet anything. I bet anything. Like, it's gonna happen. Like, I'm calling it, man. I am calling it. Like, when these women retire, whoever, these big, female streamers, whoever, when they retire, they're gonna send Jake Ducky Lucky Sucky Wucky, the DMs. They're gonna send him all the proof. Cause I mean, like, you better believe. You better believe these girls are taking screenshots, man. They taking screenshots, they saving receipts, all that type of stuff. And when they retire, because they want to start a family or whatever the case, right? Because they're going to be, 40 years old. And, maybe, and they've made so much money that they don't need to stream anymore because, they just own multiple businesses, all that type of stuff. Hey, they're sending that info to Jake Lucky Sucky Ducky. He's gonna put it on Twitter. He's gonna make a video about it. It's gonna blow up. And there's literally gonna be documentaries just burning down Twitch headquarters, burning down Twitch staff, just burning everything down. Not literally not literally burning it down, but figuratively just burning the place down, cooking the whole company. It's gonna be bad. Like, it is going to be bad for real for Twitch, for the staff. I mean, maybe the website will still continue if they, fire everybody and bring in new people. Who knows? But it's gonna be, the downfall of streaming's biggest. Exactly. It's gonna be that 30 for 30, like you said. The last dance to the last stream. Yo, it's gonna be like that, man. It's literally gonna be a 30 for 30. Just like you said, that'll be the title. Downfall of Twitch, bro. Streaming's biggest platform. It's gonna be that. I'm telling you, man. Because it is way too suspicious. I would not be surprised if there's people already investigating. Like, low key. I would not be surprised. Because this stuff trends all the time. Like, anytime, like you... I mean, and it's these no-name streamers. Like, you literally don't even know that girl's name. But what she did on stream blew up. I mean, think about that. Think about that for a moment. You don't even know her name, right? But what she did blew up on Twitter. Think about that for a moment. So, imagine it's someone who does have a big name. Oh my gosh, like, Twitch is finished. Like, it's gonna happen because I bet you there might be someone investigating it right now, low key. Because these things stay happening, right? Like, these women stay doing very bannable offenses, and then they get a slap on the wrist, right? And then you have an instance like Dr. Disrespect gets banned for a lifetime and you don't even know what he did. Right? But a girl gets anaconda slammed on stream and she's only gone for 7 days. A girl gets dry humped by her dog, literally her dog, her pet, and she doesn't get a ban. Like, hey, bro. Hey, there is someone investigating this stuff for sure. Gotta go with W stream screwed as soon as they're done with streaming or once they piss them off. Yeah, for sure, bro. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Hey, dap up, homie. Hey, appreciate you coming by, my dog. Always good to have you here. Bad hill to die on for a company, yeah. Oh, terrible hill to die on. Terrible hill to die on. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's gonna be people investing because I mean, like, you gotta think about it. That is very suspicious. How people can do these super, not safe for work sexual things. Oh, dude, what? 5 gifted. Hey, my man. Hey, always taking care of me, man. Hey, I appreciate that, homie. 5 gifted. Yeah, that's my dog right there. Hey, shout out to you, DB. Shout out to my brother from another mother. Hey, that's my dog right there, DB. Real one, for real, for real. Man, 5 gifted, man. That's... Hey, I appreciate it, man. Hey, you have a blessed day, brother. You have a blessed day. Hey, you've blessed me multiple times already. Hey, I hope you receive all the blessings and then some in return. Shout out to the stream. Hey, I appreciate it. My dog, my dude, my homie, my brother. Man, that's a blessing for real. 5 gifted. Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. Like, I feel like that should be where we end it. Type stuff. I don't even know. Hey, 3 hours deep. Following sub. Hey, peace, man. Hey, gotta get ready for Friday. Hey, I don't know how you say it. Have an amazing prayer, or have a blessed prayer. Hey, hey, I hope all your prayers are answered, my dude. Yeah, I hope all your prayers get answered, dude. For real. Have a blessed prayer, amazing prayer. You deserve it. You earned it. You my dude, man. And help all of them get answered. Hey, may God be with you, my dude. For real, for real. Man. Am I pronouncing that? Inshallah. I hope both of our prayers are answered and stay blessed. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Once again, shout out to DB. That's my dude right there. 5 gifted. Yes, sir. Man, it says 26 overall. Man, that's special right there. And I'm trying not to get emotional. But man, that's special because, hey, as DB knows, I have been doing this for a minute. Although it's had its breaks and its shenanigans in between, and I haven't been able to do it the way I want to do it. We have toughed out a lot of stuff, and so those 5 gifted. Say that's encouragement right there. That's like, hey, keep going, brother, keep going. Appreciate it, man. That is special, because sometimes you just don't know, like, for real. Sometimes you just don't know if what you're doing is the right path, or if it's worth it. And it's like, man, you're freaking doing this for hours and you just don't know. But when you see a 5 gifted, it's like, okay, it's like, that's a blessing right there. Means keep going, jabroni, keep going. But yo, as I was saying, man, I don't know if I even want to keep talking about Twitch. Twitch is but I feel like I have to, just for the stream itself, I have to finish my train of thought. So yeah, man, as I was saying, I mean, and real quick, I mean, like, don't get it twisted. I am not wishing for the downfall of Twitch. Do not get it twisted. Hey, I mean, that would be stupid. You know, it's like you know, playing for an NBA team, you know, and then wishing that your NBA team fails and doesn't make the finals. No, 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 no. That is not my wish. I am not wishing the downfall of Twitch. I'm just saying, from the outside looking in, it is just blatantly suspicious when you have these streamers that clearly are breaking, you know, TOS, clearly doing, you know, super not safe for work things, you know, very sexual content, all that type of stuff. You know, they get a slap on the wrist, you know, as far as a ban goes, right? And then, you know, they're back in a week, right? And then, all of a sudden, the Twitch terms of service change to allow more sexual content. I mean, it is the most suspicious thing ever. I mean, bro, like back in the early 2000s or mid 2000s, I mean, never would you have, you know, thought that you could see a hot tub stream on Twitch. And yet here we are. Right, like back, yeah, like back, yeah, like heck, like the freaking early 2010s, bro. Never would there have been a hot tub stream in the early 2010s, but here we are, 2022. You know, and it's like all over the front page of Twitch. With these hot tub streams. And don't get it twisted. Me personally, I did not care. You know, people want to do whatever. You know, want to stream in a hot tub. You know, no problem with me. I don't care. I don't even watch it, bro. Like I see the thumbnail. I mean, I see the thumbnail and I literally click not interested. Like I click do not recommend channel. Like, you know, and it's not, I don't have anything against it. It's not what I'm on Twitch to watch. Like, I'm on Twitch to watch video games. Right? That's what I watch on Twitch is video games. I don't care about hot tubbing and blah, 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 blah. I do not care. So, but at the same time, too, I have nothing against it. I'm just saying, though, that from the outside looking in, it's very, very suspicious when these women do these things. They get a slap on the wrist ban, and then all of a sudden the TOS changes to allow them to do the things that they just got banned for. It's very sus. And so, I mean, like, you can just tell, bro, that, you know, they're definitely sending, you know, the Twitch staff, you know, dirty DMs. You can just tell. You can just tell. So that is what it is. That's what I'm saying. Hey, it's gonna be investigated. And on top of that too, when one of these women retire, they're definitely going to do some sort of, you know, tell all, reveal all the secrets, blah 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 blah. Send it to Jake, you know, Ducky Sucky Lucky, and then boom, him posting it is gonna make it blow up, you know, 3 times more. It's gonna happen, man. I'm just, you know, it's just a matter of when. That's all it is. It's just a matter of when. Alright, so yeah, I'm just expecting it. I'm not saying I wish it to happen. I'm just letting y'all know that I personally expect something like that to happen. I don't wish it. I just expect it. So that's my thing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's my thing when it comes to Twitch. I just expect it to happen. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I have nothing against the female streamers. I'm like, hey, you know, get your money. Because there's plenty of it to go around for everyone. Yo, if anything, yo, honestly, speaking of money, yo, I honestly think that Twitch should be paying if not all streamers, at least affiliates. Since your boy is an affiliate, hey, I'm trying to get some money. I mean, Twitch is a multi-billion-dollar company. They definitely have the cash to spread it around, at least to affiliates. I mean, I'm just saying, right? Hey, I'm just saying, it's a multi-billion-dollar company. Like every other multi-billion-dollar company pays their employees as an affiliate. I mean, I'm basically an employee. I'm not saying I deserve a Nick Merckx contract. No. I'm just saying, I mean, it would be nice, if the pockets got filled up a little bit. That's all I'm saying. But that actually, I think that's gonna be the next big service, is if there is a streaming service that at the very least pays all affiliates, right? Like when you're partnered, maybe you can work out a more favorable deal, and bump your paycheck up a bit. And then when you're an affiliate, you at least get, some sort of minimal wage ish deal for whenever you stream. Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing one day. Don't know when, don't know what company, but I think that'll be a thing. And I think it'll be a great thing, honestly. Yeah, because that's going to encourage even more people to stream, right? And then it's going to encourage ad revenue and, advertising. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, like there's so many, people and places where we can spread around our advertisement. Boom, let's throw these ads on these channels, blah, 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 blah. And then it's going to go from there. So yeah, I think that's going to be a thing for sure. Yeah. Streaming, at least affiliates, having some sort of, minimum wage-esque salary, right? Salary deal. And then partner streamers having, a lot more range to their salary deal. Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing. Because right now, like the way it's structured as an affiliate, you got to get some money, you got to hit a certain sub count and all that type of stuff, or be fortunate enough to have donations, pop a lock and things like that, right? But to get paid out by Twitch though, you have to hit a certain I can't even speak, a certain sub count to get a Twitch payout when you are an affiliate. And then but partners, well, I mean, and it's probably the same thing to a degree too with partners as well. Like to have your payout. You have like a minimum sub count. To get your payout and all that type of stuff. And then like the big time streamers are the ones with the exclusivity deals. Although I don't know how does that exclusivity deal stuff work though, because apparently, like, didn't Twitch get rid of the exclusivity clause in their contracts? So I don't know. So does that mean that a guy like Nick Merckx, who signed an exclusivity deal, can stream on YouTube if he wants to, or the big time deals, not touched? And it's only like the partners, like the smaller time partners, that can go stream on Twitch, if they want to. I don't know. I have not looked into it enough to know. Maybe I should, but I mean, right now it doesn't fully apply to me, because I think affiliates have always been able to stream on other platforms. It's just that partners were not able to stream on other platforms. But now partners are able to stream on other platforms. But the question is, does that extend to the big time partners that have those special multi-year contracts with, you know, the big ballin' payouts, and you know the ones that gotta run, you know, ads, you know, like every 10 minutes it feels like like every 10 minutes, you know, like you watch Nick Merckx or somebody and there's literally like 6 to 8 ads being run. But I mean, it honestly, it doesn't bother me because I'm like, hey, I'm not subbed, you know, so you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, bruh. So it's never bothered me. But like I said, though, I do wonder if, you know, guys like that can go stream on YouTube if they want to. Not too sure. Not too sure, mate. But man, imagine getting to that spot though. Man, that would be something. That would be something. Who knows? But to do that, I mean, we got to put in the work. So that's the thing. I mean, you know, in fairness to, you know, these Nick Merckx and all them, hey, dudes be streaming like 10 hours a day. I mean, I have not had a 10-hour stream in a long time. Like, I think the last time I hit 10 hours might have been, what? I mean, maybe Witcher. Definitely God of War. I definitely hit 10 hours playing God of War. Maybe hit 10 hours playing Witcher. But lately I have not played a video game in a long time. Because, I mean, the last time I tried playing a video game, man, it just didn't work on stream. So, I just haven't touched video games since then. But I might have to, you know, get back into it. But I don't know what to play either, though. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? But I do know this, though. Like, if I want this to be successful, I gotta freaking step up. Somehow, some way. Gotta step up. It's just hard, man. It's just hard when you turn on a stream and, you know, and you can't play a video game because for whatever reason, you know, it crashes, or the frame rate is atrocious, the quality is atrocious, right? So you can't play a video game, and that's like your main bread and butter. That's your main thing, is playing games and banging out and, you know, dunking on bosses and exploring the world, you know, that the video game has to offer. And you can't do that because the quality of the stream is just complete trash. It's tough. And then, you know, as we've been doing, you know, we've adjusted, and so, you know, we're doing these podcasts type of streams, right? And then even this, the freaking stream crashes, or OBS, you know, be some dog doo-doo sometimes, you know, where you can't properly interact with some of these pages that I pull up. So it's hard, but you know what? It's like, at the end of the day, though, everything in life is hard. You know, it's like going to school is hard. Going to school sucked for me, man. I was not a fan of school. Like, having to do papers on stories that I didn't want to read, or topics that I don't know anything about. And I mean, you gotta pull something out of your freaking butt. You know, basically, you gotta pull something out of Hades, out of the dark corners of your body, of your body cavities. Like, what type of suspicious? Man, enough for real. Like, I mean, it just sucked. I remember like you would have to pick like a topic and then try to do some stupid research on that topic to then try to come up with some like bare minimum like 5-page paper. Like, I mean, at least like 5 to 10 pages or something, right? Like, you're shooting for 7 because there's no way you can get to 10 and then you end up with 5. I mean, not even end up with 5, maybe end up with like 2 or 3, like just completely flunk the writing papers portion of your class. Ain't no way, bro. Or you had to put together an essay. Oh, it's over. I said, hey, I'm finished, bro. There's no way. There's no way. Or doing like lab reports. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. Like, I think math was probably like the only subject I was decently good at. and only like beginner level math. Like only like the basic levels of like algebra and stuff like that. Like anything above that, oh my gosh. Oh no. Not for me. Not for me, jabroni. For real, man. Yeah. Like the only thing in school that I was good at, that I truly felt I was good at, was it really was just like algebra. Like the maybe also like the first portion of chemistry, maybe, right? And then maybe some like beginner level civics. Yeah, like beginner level civics, like beginner level chemistry, and like algebra, which is also like beginner level math. Like those are the 3 that I felt like, okay, I'm like, okay, I'm good at this. Like, hey, I can do this. Yeah, basically like the classes, where all it is like a formula, that you gotta take some notes, you gotta remember the formula, and then boom, is just quizzes and homework based off of whatever formula that you're doing. Yeah, that is like the only type of stuff I'm good at when it comes to school. But man, writing papers, oh, I'm finished. Doing lab, I'm finished. Hey, I'm finished, bro. Doing projects, doing presentations, I am finished. But doing like some quizzes or homework based off of like formulas and stuff, I said, okay, I can do that. Right, I can do that. But man, anything else, ooh, your boy's cooked. Hey, I am cooked, bro. If I gotta do a lab report, oh, cooked. For real. So yeah, that's my thing, man. I don't even know what my point was. But anyways, I suck at school. And stuff like this is like the only thing for me, really. At least that's what I feel. But like I said though, I definitely gotta step it up. I just don't know what to do. I don't know, because I'm just not a social media person. Like, I can browse the social media verses, but I'm just not a guy that be posting stuff or whatever the heck. I'm just not him. I mean, hey, don't get it twisted. Hey, I'm him, but I'm not him. Hey, I'm that guy, but I'm not the guy that be doing social media. But don't get it twisted. I'm the guy. Hey, I'm him. But at the same time too, I mean, I feel like feel like this is my path. Maybe, but shoot, don't want to jinx it. Although that might just now I probably just jinxed it. Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it, the jinx of a lifetime. Jinxing yourself constantly, bro. Yo, I straight up be jinxing myself all the time, bro. All the time. Stay being a jinx to myself. For real, for real. But anyways, I'm thinking, you know, in terms of me, you know, stepping up, you know, trying to get better at this type of stuff. Cause I was watching Nade Shot the other day, like when he was addressing the drama with Frosty, and you know he was kind of getting sidetracked a bit, and he was just talking about hustling and all that type of stuff, and man, like what he said was so powerful. He was like, I can't remember the full words. Maybe I can find it. Maybe I can find it. Let me search Nade Shot. Yeah, maybe I can find what he said. Cause man, I loved it, man. I heard it, I was like, dang, this is some powerful stuff right here. I don't know if this is the right one. Yeah. This one probably works. Hold on. Oh wait. Oh shoot. Hold on. I gotta listen to this real quick to see if there's any copyright music. I just had to mute the mic real quick to make sure that it wasn't gonna have any sort of copyright music. And the first clip that I saw did have copyright music at the end of it, so I was like, ooh, gotta keep looking. Gotta keep looking. But anyways, but I found one that doesn't have the copyright music on it, and yeah, so this is the clip that I am talking about. If I can pull it up real quick. Wait. Boom.
So that's why we're up every single day in the master bedroom of the content house, stacked 5 heads deep on fold-out tables and chairs, streaming 12 hours a day. You finish your stream, you get off, you upload a YouTube video, you go to sleep, you wake up, you do it again. Every fucking day. Every day. Because I wasn't going back to fucking McDonald's, and I wasn't going back to community college. And so that's why...
Yo, when I heard that, I was like, dang, bro, like I need to get on top of my stuff, bro. Gotta do what I can do. Okay, cause that was the thing, like back in the day, way back in the day. Like I used to upload to to YouTube and that sort of stuff, and I don't know. I mean, I ended up deleting everything off of my YouTube because I was like, man, the quality just isn't what I want it to be. I was thinking, at the time I was thinking, maybe I can just reset, restart, try to get quality over quantity. But then you fast forward to now, hey, and I don't know, we're kind of like in the same. Well, I mean, I think the quality has gone up in certain aspects. Definitely like audio quality. Although maybe the audio quality might have been crazy just now. I don't know. Cause I can't like, cause when I was playing that video, I mean I can hear the video from my TV, but I don't know how the video sounded on stream. I'm gonna have to go back to listening on that. Oops. But yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, you know what, like maybe I do need to get back to uploading on YouTube or something, and like even if it's not the highest quality, not the quality that I want, it's the quality that I have. Yeah, that's probably like the best way to put it. It's like, it might not be the quality that I want, but it's the quality that I have. And it might take that was the problem though. It's like, man, back then, like uploading to YouTube just took so freaking long. I mean, it could literally take like 4 hours just for like a 10-minute video. But I'm thinking though, if I want to be successful, I'm gonna have to do the things that I don't even want to do, or sit through, some boring stuff, or there's gonna be some videos that aren't always gonna be the highest quality, whatever the case may be, right? But I can maybe use my experience that I have in uploading and all that type of stuff to maybe make things a bit better. I don't know, but it's just it's different things that have been running through your boy's mind, and so I'm just thinking about stuff, thinking out loud. But we'll see. At the end of the day, man, time will tell where all of this will go. But yeah, we shall see. But yeah, it was just really motivational for me, listening to that. So I was like, man, when I heard that, I was like, man, I gotta. It's like, man, hey, it's time to step up. Time to step up. Time to try some things. Maybe go back to some old things. Maybe I try new things. I don't know. Combination of both. I don't know, but we'll see, man. We'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, like I was saying, everything takes hard work. Whether you're going to school for a degree, or you're working a 9-to-5 job, or you're trying to do something like this, it's all gonna take hard work. It's all a grind. It's all a grind. Yeah, it's like to be at the top of the mountain, you gotta climb. Right? Yeah. To be at the top of the mountain, you got to climb. And if you're not trying to climb up, you're not gonna get anywhere. So that's the thing. I gotta climb, and man, I just gotta do it. Just gotta climb. Just gotta get on top of my stuff and climb up. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. So yeah, that's kind of where my mind is at when it comes to all this type of stuff. So we're gonna try to do. So yeah, we'll see how things go, how things play out. But now, hey, you know, your boys I gotta charge my phone. I gotta eat. I gotta see where things go. So I think this is where I sign off. So all you ladies, gentlemen, and in-betweeners. Oh, that's another thing too, yo. I don't know. I mean, is in-betweeners are even an okay thing to say? Or should I be saying non-binary? Should I be saying all my males, females, and non-binary individuals? Hey, yo, I mean, yo, that does not have a bad ring to it. Hello, all my males, females, and non-binary individuals. How are you doing today? I hope you have a blessed, what's today, Friday? Yeah, I hope you have a blessed Friday, a wonderful evening, afternoon, morning, you know, whatever time period it is for you. Oh man, yo, I'm remixing my intro and outro. Males, females, and non-binary individuals. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but ladies, gentlemen, and in-betweeners, that doesn't sound bad either. Guys, gals, and I don't even know. I don't even know. All my he's, she's, and they's. Like, what? He, she, and they. I don't even know, bro. But yeah, I just hope that everyone that stopped by today, hey, I hope you all have a blessed time, a blessed evening, a blessed day, blessed afternoon, just a blessed period of time for the rest of this day, for the rest of this Friday. And I mean, and ideally a blessed weekend too. Yeah, you know, we don't want the blessings to just willy-nilly stop. Right? A blessed life in general. But yeah, once again, a shout out to DB for the 5 gifteds. Hey, that's my boy right there. Hey, yo, he also streams too. He does content. He talks about sports. Hey, you know, you guys get to watch short anime movies with him, or animated films, I should say. It's not necessarily anime, but it's animated films, animations, all that type of stuff. You know, he plays some games as well. The whole shebang. Yeah, he's a really good dude. His content is a lot of fun, so yeah, I definitely recommend checking out D-Bucket's channel, D-Buckets9. That's my dude. Once again, hey, appreciate you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate everyone that stopped by, you know, the stream, you know, just lurking, whatever the case. Hope you had a good time. All that good stuff. Man, I never know how to properly end these. I always just go on and on and on. But it is time for me to wrap it up. So once again, all you ladies, gentlemen, and in-betweeners, all you males, females, and non-binary individuals, all you he's, she's, and they's, have a good day, a good night, a good evening, and a good afternoon wherever you are around the world. And remember to stay safe. And have a nice one. Peace.